Welcome back, everyone, to the 19th installment of No Time to Lose. We're back to a nice, cozy 5. We miss Avery and Chris dearly. It was nice having a nice full table. Felt like a good event.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're back to the regular core. What?
I miss him.
Oh, I thought you went, I don't miss him. Said it all like really quiet, like hoping no one knows. We returned to the Bastion. Another one down. Himothy slain.
And another one by
and perhaps moving into the last stages of the No Time to Lose campaign.
Wow. Perhaps.
Which is exciting. I don't know if you guys fuck it up. All right. If you all die tonight, then it's gonna be over.
Then we're back in Rock Hollow. Next week, baby. We'll get what they want.
So we're gonna jump back to the Wayward Bastion, get our next sort of marching orders, and head out. We have a couple of things to take care of before that, but before we even dive in, let's do the usual run around.
Twitch.tv/tabletopnotch Sunday Night Live. You are here, and we like that about you. Thank you for hanging out and being in the chat with us. There's other ways to watch and listen, though. On Tuesdays, you can listen to a podcast wherever you podcast. On Fridays, you can watch a VOD on YouTube. But
What?
could
What?
support us.
Oh.
If you did that on either Patreon or YouTube or any a couple other ways, you get early access. You get a Tuesday VOD. You get early access to other stuff. You get full uncut Saturday Jordan Dagger Hearts.
Wow.
You get all sorts of cool stuff.
What a cool thing to have.
Also, it's easy and fun to subscribe with Prime, which is something you should do.
Oh yeah,
Right now.
It's really easy.
If you haven't already been gifted a sub.
It's really fun to go through your Amazon settings, link it.
Hit the extra check button that you want to use.
Every time, it's better than the last.
Identify 4 fire hydrants
Yeah.
below.
You are not a computer.
Feels good. You know, there's a pool over here that Mr. Bezos has, and you just take a little bit of there, and you get
That is honestly the best part.
part.
That is the best part.
So thank
That's
you.
how we're getting back at him.
Yeah.
That's how we're getting
One
back.
Twitch Prime at a time.
One Twitch Prime at a time.
His bag. A bag. Just a-
So, speaking of one Twitch Prime at a
I
time.
thought you were gonna say bags. Bags? Yeah, for merch.
I thought you were gonna take the bags. Never. I'm
sorry.
a creature of habit.
I'm so sorry.
I always do the social first.
Okay,
But
never
fuck,
mind.
that would have been a better transition.
No, I
Speaking of
ruined
bags, we got bags galore. We also got a bunch of merch that you can get. Journals, shirts, hats to wear on your
this
head.
one too.
Things to drink out of. Really adorable. Are you double hoodieing right now?
Yeah, it's a new look.
He's mourning the loss of Himothy.
Oh, Himothy.
Yeah.
He's wearing mourning.
Also, it's chilly. So.
Also, it's chilly.
Anyway, you guys should buy some merch. Also, speaking of things to buy, you know, governments are and private citizens are buying your data on social media sites. So you should get in there while they're buying your data. You should scroll on through and be like, I love this TTN video. We're on all of them. Anyway, someone is stealing your data, we're there.
Data is also.
You know me, and I kind of know you as the amorphous chat that ever is mysterious. And where we can all get to know each other is on Discord. Jordan's got my back because there's a link in the chat that you can click, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can click that. But if you're the type of person that really likes to type things into website URLs, then you can go to discord.gg/tabletop. The one thing I do want to say is there was some awesome Una fan art on the Discord. So if you want to see some Una by Olive Branch, so go check that out and join the Discord.
Part 2 of hopefully more, if we're lucky, because Himothy was the first one.
Yes.
The Himothy
Yeah.
one first.
The
and
Himothy
then-
one is also gorgeous.
I have to shout out on Discord though, right now, real quick. There's been a couple of people that have posted pictures of their home games where they are using some of Matt's games.
The mazes
whether
and
it's
stuff.
Mazes
the
Hills and
Maze
Valleys.
one and Hills and Valleys.
Hills and Valleys. I forgot about that one.
And like, oh my god, it tickles me so much to see people's like home games where they're utilizing Matt's brain children. It's like,
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed some fun of some Hills and Valleys. I hope there was a weird satyr involved in some capacity.
I hope you got your way on a silly little bitch.
Okay, and moving right along past that, our Patreon, we haven't dropped anything recently, but upcoming is going to be the homebrew PDF. I think I owe you guys some Hero Forge minis. And then the Daggerheart episode that we did on Twitch yesterday. Thanks for folks who came by to say hi and watch Daggerheart. The uncut version is dropping on YouTube and Patreon and Spotify. The full version on Wednesday for folks who are supporting us on those platforms, and then the hour-long version is dropping the following day on Thursday.
Heck yeah.
Speaking of Daggerheart, longtime viewers might remember we had a cast member named Erica. And the other day, she got to play Daggerheart with
I know, with Rowan.
with Rowan and Spencer.
Yeah.
Ran into them in LA. Is that where she is right now?
No, she's in I thought she was in Vancouver.
Vancouver?
Just went up to Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
They just left LA.
Yeah.
She's almost
How
done!
did they run into each other? I don't
I have no idea.
I think it was like somebody in the cast of Wicked is maybe mutual friends. I can't remember.
Crazy.
And so they just played
What
Daggerheart.
Yes,
the
they just got to play
smallest
Daggerheart.
of worlds.
I know. Crazy town. But she's almost done.
Yeah.
On tour!
Come back, do it. Come back, please.
If we stall long enough in this intro, maybe she'll be back.
Have we done everything?
I think we have. I just have to thank people.
Please do.
Okay, I will. As soon as I'm not stalling here, we go. Only Joshing, but always resubscribe. Low Brass Guy did 30 bits. Shades of Blue resubscribed, and then Low Brass Guy did another 30 bits, gigantifying those emotes.
Yeah, big.
Thank you. Oh, and Master Dark, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much.
Guys.
Okay, let's do the usual thing. We're gonna do the little swoopity, and then we'll read the recap, and then we will do the intro, and then we'll dive into to installment 19 of No Time to Lose. Wow. Here we go. Whoa!
I went the wrong way in that.
What did we learn in the 18th installment of No Time to Loose? We learned that the lift operator, who was later identified as Mr. Krunt, wasn't just a heavy hitter. He was protected by a powerful barrier of magic that he drew from his enchanted anklets and collar. We learned that while any single swipe could send one of us spiraling into the afterlife, we could pry the circlets loose to briefly paralyze the giant and then pile on the punishment. We learned that even when an enemy is prone, slowed, incapacitated, disabled, restricted, maimed, immobilized, infirm, impotent, debilitated, distressed, depressed, and poor, Noki will find a way to flub his attack.
Oh no!
We learned that we weren't the only ones looking to meet with Himothy, for a vampire representative from Obscurity Enterprises had come to collect some unpaid dues in service of the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
We learned that, like our future selves from before, our auto-assassination target had a compelling case for why his life should be spared. But our brave sorcerer was determined to live in Himothy infamy, and so the fight was on. We learned of a new affliction known as Liber Maledictio, which forced us to speak lines from saucy storybooks. But the ever-illiterate Spruce saw through the deception and stunned our adversary long enough to bring him down. And finally, we learned that back at the Bastion, that Acolyte Zalvar was confident he could send our unwitting companions back to their home time and place, and that a new visitor might bring tidings before we set off on our final expedition. And so the question we ask ourselves now is, what will we learn next time on No Time to Lose? As three voices fade away through the western doors, and a new one trickles in from the conference room, you look around at each other and wordlessly take a moment to ruminate on how far you've come, and how close you might be to the end. If what Zalvar said is true and the eldest versions of Noki and Himothy have truly vanished, it's going to be a strange and lonely meeting in the morning when you come together to discuss what should be your final assignment. Even between now and then, however, there's a few things that demand your immediate attention. For one, there are those still afflicted with the curse of books who would undoubtedly love to fast forward to a time when their words are once again their own. For another, Himothy knows that the enchanted water he drank in Viscardi's lair is slowly passing through his system, and he will soon have to reckon with the requisite hangover that follows. Before you can even think about laying down to rest, or before you can think about what tracks you might quickly lay down in the Soundscapes library, the doors at the top of the stairs open with a grand, dramatic gesture from an elderly orange tabaxi, wearing a robe that is more flamboyant than it is well-made, wildly colorful and adorned with dozens of ornamental metals and cut glass, but none of them gold, silver, or gemstones of note. His whiskers and furry visage still have traces of what looks to be face paint that was recently washed off, and when he lays his eyes on Gus, he beams with immense pride, almost to the point of tearing up. The cane that he walks with looks like it was borrowed from a trunk of an amateur magician's accessories, and you're a little worried that the amount of weight he's putting on it, due to having something of a limp, is going to test its tensile strength.
Tesseliot's blessings upon us!
Tesseliot's blessings upon us as well!
It's like looking in a mirror that shows me the past of the imminent future.
My
And
God.
you are quite the handsome devil, as I'd expect.
I didn't think I would get much older, but I look good.
I'm pretty old. Older than you.
And I'm already pretty old.
That's true. Master Crocpot and Master Howl found me in my time, brought me here, telling me all about what I had accomplished, or will accomplish, or could accomplish, if all goes according to plan. It's not entirely clear to me how it all works, but I hope to be retroactively proud of the things I've yet to have done, something like that.
Don't think about it too hard. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting one too.
Before I speak further, I do have to ask, because it's been weighing on my mind like a bad review from a notable critic. You're not going to kill me here at the Bastion, are you?
I don't think I need to.
Oh, that's not a no.
Oh, wait, are you involved in the world boiling?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, then I think I'm good.
I'm very relieved to hear.
Me too.
Despite my primary vocation shifting to a performative trade, I do maintain strong relations with the mighty Tesseliot. Tesseliot's blessings upon us.
Tesseliot's blessings upon us.
And it was Master Crocpot and Master Howl's belief that I could impart some of my clerical benedictions upon you and aid you in your quest.
That would be lovely. I am spent in many ways.
I'm happy to help as much as I can. Your companions are quite quiet in this particular moment.
Because they can only speak smut.
I find myself with that problem quite often.
I do as well, sir. But this is because they got cursed with really cool book curse. Anyway,
Liber Maledictio.
Oh, yes, that's the one.
I've heard of it.
Oh, have you?
Fuck you! Excuse you, sir.
He doesn't mean, they just sort of babble stuff. It's been a little hard to focus. If you could help remove their curses, that would be super good for me.
Could you give your body to me?
No, come on, Noki.
In a way, I could. I suppose I can assist as much as an old cat can. And
Hair was long, like the color of a setting sun. A pale orangey red that fell in waves down her back.
why don't we go ahead and get rid of these so that not speak nonsense.
Yes.
Okay. To Seliot, Smelliot, Jelliot, Jellicle, ho! The curse must go! And he
you can speak once more. Casts remove
Oh,
curse.
what I meant to say. What? That wasn't my voice. Wow.
Takes a moment for the curse to leave.
What I meant to say.
Tesselliot, Smelliot, Jelliot, Jellicle, ho, the curse must go.
His breath tickles my ear. I actually wanted to say that one.
Tesselliot, Smelliot, Jelliot, Jellicle, ho, the curse must go.
Oh, that's good.
What I meant to say is, your coat is still a beautiful sunset orange, much like our Gus. So,
I have good fur genes.
cool. That's cool.
Why are you here?
As I was explaining, Master Howl and Master Crocpot explained to me that if I were to help and bestow Tesselliot's blessings upon you, that you're more likely to succeed in your mission. And besides the world ending, which is bad, I also would like the money that you were promised. Because I believe if you become rich, then I'll become rich.
Oh, that's
or
such a good point.
something like that.
I have a question for you. What's your current vocation?
Well, I entertain at celebrations of an annual sort.
It's an honorable.
And did you do that? How did you get that gig?
Well, a couple shows that I was involved in did not do as well as I hoped, and so I did it to make a little money on the side, and that became a primary vocation.
Got it. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, so quick other question for you. Did anybody offer to pay you for your first gig in exposure? Did you take that offer?
Master Crocpot and Master Howl informed me that they offered you the choice
Yes.
between exposure and money.
Do you think I picked the right choice, money or?
I do think you picked the
Oh,
right choice.
okay, because I've been doubting it. But
Yes, no. At first, when they came to me and explained the situation, they asked me to come to the Wayward Bastion so I could bestow my blessings. And initially, because I had an audition coming up for a new production of King Mir, Cat, I said no. But then, when I was informed about the 10,000 gold, I said yes.
that was a good choice. I would have done the same. Yeah.
Can you still make your audition?
That is unlikely, unless perhaps Master Crocpot can send me back just before an hour before.
I bet he could. I bet he could do that.
That would be maybe even 2 hours. Give me time to get the lines.
Yes,
Yes.
you got to remember, review those a little. I bet he can. I'll chat with him. Yeah.
Maybe he could send you to like a limbo, where you have as much time as you need to memorize them, and then on to the right time.
That would be excellent. I don't know the limitations of Master Crocpot.
Me neither.
Wouldn't that limbo be now? Because you could just stay here for the rest of your days, but then go back whenever you wish to that audition.
Sorry. Now both nostrils are bleeding for me.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Anyway, tonight I hope that you will allow me the honor of providing you with a hero's feast, which will bolster your resolve in the coming conflict.
Please.
The benefits of such a sumptuous meal will last a full day if you stuff your little mouths full and eat to completion.
Yes, I will do that.
Oh, we are good at stuffing our mouths full and eating to completion.
The hero's feast will benefit you for a full day. But I have other things at my disposal. I can offer you a hearty casting of the aid spell, as well as perhaps a death ward or two.
That's
would be very
pretty
helpful.
fantastic.
You'll probably need that.
Why do you say that?
Do that.
Those only last 8 hours, so I would have to wait until the morning.
Do you mind waiting until the morning?
Well, I'll be here in the morning.
That would be helpful as well because no reason.
Oh,
I
good.
don't know any
I
other
didn't need a reason.
Okay, great.
I think the 10,000 gold is enough.
The 10,000 gold is
an
yes.
incentivizer.
Cool.
So we get the hero's feast and on top of that something else.
Yes. that's-
wow.
The hero's
Okay.
feast will be tonight.
Great.
Before you
Okay,
rest.
great.
Huzzah!
Yes.
And then either a death ward or aid.
I can give you both.
Oh.
Tesselliot's blessings
Tesselliot's
upon
blessings.
Raining down even.
As I am not joining you on your quest, I'm happy to expend as much of Tesselliot's blessings as I am able.
That is truly.
I'm glad to see that my aging has not changed any of my resolve
And your heart.
and my heart.
Yes.
Very
One,
well.
I guess, other question. When Crocpot and whomever came to you,
It was me.
Yes,
Master Howell.
Crocpot, yes, yeah. You didn't think it was a bit weird?
I
That they
did
would
think.
move you through time and introduce you to yourself.
I thought it was quite weird, yes.
But you did it.
Well, 10,000 gold.
10,000 gold.
Yeah.
Another question, Gus. Charlie Babaggio.
Yes,
Did we play him?
we did. To great... the opposite of acclaim.
Fuck. Okay. Did you steal borrow a time machine prop?
Yes, but it malfunctioned, and it didn't go anywhere.
Do you want to lose all your blood through your nose?
Yeah, sorry, I ought to stop asking questions. That's so true.
Oh gosh,
Oh no.
I'm starting to feel it now.
He pulls out a handkerchief and stuffs both ends in there, so he's got like a...
Nice. Good solution.
As I said, in the morning, I can offer you a hearty casting of the Aid spell, and I'll give you everything I've got, and anything an old puss can offer.
Awful helpful. Thank you very much.
Has anyone else ever come to you other than Himothy and Crocpot, claiming to be from another time? Maybe with a hood over their face and head.
I know several performers that like to think themselves capable of transforming through the ages.
Sure, but like somebody specifically with like warnings from another time.
Like someone who's a very good period actor.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I know quite a few.
Wow. There we go. What was the point
The
of that?
stranger.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Let's see if they came to him.
Nope, it sounds like he's just talking about.
Yes.
Gifted performers.
Why don't you all get yourselves cleaned up? And during that time, I'll begin the conjuring of the hero's feast. And I'm afraid after that, I'll be in desperate need of a catnap. So I will have Zalvar bring it up to a communal room on the second floor. How does that sound?
Great.
Fantastic.
Make sure there's a little fungus in there.
I will.
Thank you very much.
Of course. I look forward to seeing you all in the morning, and I'll begin the conjuring of the feast.
Pleasure to meet
You.
you.
Walks back into the other room.
Wow, well, he is lovely.
I'm still acting at that age, and that makes me really teary. It's beautiful.
It is
That's all I've ever wanted. Was a full life on the stage, treading the boards with Tesseliot.
Seems
Bless up.
Bless up. It seems you've gotten all of it.
Yeah, all right. Well, I hope I don't die on this one. The death ward will be very helpful.
Death Ward is pretty cool.
It is awesome.
Can't help but thinking, he's been so helpful so far, and just get the feeling that so many bountiful gifts. Anybody else get the feeling that we're never gonna see him again? Something's gonna happen?
Oh,
I think you're just used to watching all of our older selves perish,
Maybe.
or vanish,
Yeah.
or become mute.
We'll probably see him in the morning. But then he's going back to his audition.
right.
So we probably won't.
Right.
And
And you don't think Himothy and Crocpot are gonna show up and say like,
Well,
we're
him
gonna
and he's gone.
He's gone.
Crocpot? We don't think Crocpot's gonna show up and be like, actually kill him.
Well,
that would be so dark.
That would be pretty dark.
Hey, I had to do it. Why not you even?
But I don't think he has anything to do with the boiling.
That's true. And that would
world
purely be
boiling.
for sport.
Fair.
do we think we would kill if Crocpot said to? Would you? We would have to.
Only if he did something to get the world boiling.
Yes.
What about if his performance was so on fire at the stages that it had to be stopped? People
Tore the earth asunder, even.
I do believe that art can change the world, so I guess I'd have to see the evidence, but yes,
okay.
could be possible.
Well,
Gods.
just, I guess be ready to attack.
All right.
Next
Yes.
time you see him.
All right.
Just in case.
What's one more, I guess?
What's one more, I guess? But well, let's only if we're told he gets the world boiling, because that would kind of
Yeah.
suck to go back in
Alright.
time and then miss your audition because you got killed by your past self.
But
I'm just
let's-
saying I'm ready.
if we do kill him here, let's make sure it's after he casts 8 on us, and then we can kill him with
I
his
think
help.
if we die, we would theoretically lose that. But I don't know,
Okay,
actually.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
That's fair.
I think so.
Let's get
All
cleaned
right.
up for dinner.
Yes, I'm
Yeah, let's
tired.
go.
All right, yeah, let's clean up.
Licking.
All right.
guys start up, and as you reach the top of the stairs leading to the sleeping quarters, you do notice that in addition to the availability of your usual rooms that you've been in a couple times now, the first door on the right is ajar when you come up the stairs. And you can see that rather than a bedroom, it's more of a small lounge area. There's couches and chairs. There's a circular central table and some oil lamps hanging on the walls. There's artwork on the walls of notable kings, queens, and leaders. Durkis the Defiant, Warmonger Wanda Williard, 3-Foot Thaddeus, Thigh Gap Thelonious, and Her Majesty, Heavy Jane.
Couldn't get through it.
That's your fault.
Gap Thelonious.
Famous kings. The room is tidy and vacant at the moment. But hopefully the Elder Asparagus will soon fill it with a feast of fortune, an array of buffets befitting of a job well done. So delectable and hearty that your stomach is already growling in anticipation of its substance. It's very easy to forego a meal when potential calamity clings to the horizon, so you'll happily take a moment to partake after you drop off your belongings, and the satin sheets, though they call to you in a similar fashion, will have to wait. So you can go to your room, drop off your things. Is there anything people want to do, sort of just sit for a second before heading?
How much time do you think until the feast?
10 minutes, like
enough to take out a cursed dagger and look at it a little bit?
You would be, I mean, the food will probably be ready before that, but that doesn't mean you couldn't arrive a little late.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start studying the dagger.
Oh my God, we're gonna find some dead in this room.
My precious.
Anybody else? Anything you're doing now, sort of a rare moment of solitude as you've been on this mission to yourselves?
Just licking myself.
Crocpot will take whatever device they use to record Himothy's first chapter of his book and sort of like alter the sounds to like enhance them, bring up the bass a little bit, make it like remove the cacophony of the space that we were in. Yeah.
Sound mixing.
Yeah, a little sound mixing.
Just gonna say a couple quick prayers to Tis Elliott and then keep trying to work on Sublet, the musical.
Oh, good. Great. A little bit of time passes. You're gonna be behind them a little bit, but give me an Arcana check if you don't.
Okay.
Come on, bud.
With advantage, perhaps?
No.
It's gonna be a 6.
6. So you're able to discern some details of the dagger, but not all of them. You might need to study them for longer, or just risk it and attune to it. You do think that the dagger has the ability to sort of absorb the essence of things. If you kill creatures, that it kind of absorbs some of the essence of creatures that you've killed. No, this is a bunch of stuff, but this is this is all.
I was gonna say all the things the dagger
rules.
do. Yeah.
Wow.
This is probably really dumb, but if I take the dagger and I
a dagger
prick
we
my
do.
finger with it, after sensing that, do I get anything like?
No, it seems, it's quite sharp, especially given its sort of age and where you found it, but it doesn't do anything of note, just from a sort of simple prick on the finger.
Okay, I'll stow it away for now.
Okay.
Should try daggering on the dance floor.
A little bit of time into all of you sort of taking some time to yourself, and you can hear some footsteps, sound of some sort of platters, plates, and it sounds like someone kind of coming up and down the stairs multiple times, and then you hear kind of a quiet kind of knock on each of your doors. Himothy hears it, but you're still sort of working on it. Yeah. And then footsteps walking away and then going back downstairs. Just a polite knock that seems to sort of indicate that not to sort of barge in or do anything, but that indicates maybe the food is perhaps ready.
Yeah, again, so not enough for a long rest. It's only been like 10
Oh,
excuse me, short rest.
No, not enough. I mean, you can stay for longer, like Himothy is, but
I guess I am literally just a little paranoid being here at this place with only one older person.
you hear the little knock on the door.
Yeah. A scimitar.
So yeah, you hear the knock on the door.
Crocpot will shoot straight up,
Yep.
head on over.
I'm gonna keep all my gear with me and everything.
Shit on.
Yeah, I'll do the same and all.
Everyone sort of suspiciously pokes their heads out. You look to each other down the hallway there. You can hear the footsteps going downstairs, Zalvar's footsteps heading back down, and some of the smells start to reach your nostrils there, and you start to sort of creep down toward that first door that was ajar when you kind of came up the stairs. And this time when you peer inside, all of your culinary dreams have culminated into the spread that you now lay eyes on. Before you are casseroles, roasted potatoes, savory pies, harvest salads, crisp, freshly washed fruit, baked cheeses, stuffed mushrooms, carrots, corn, and caramelized onions. Steaming rolls, ripe tomatoes, tarts, truffles, tapenades, 8 different varieties of vino very carefully displayed under the portrait of Heavy Jane, and all of it just for you. You think to yourself, this is what a hero should come home to. As you step into the room, you let the worries of the world fade away as you graciously give in to your gluttony, and tomorrow you feel like you can take on most anything. And because it's a mostly conjured meal, there's also a hint of the fantastical that tickles your nostrils, hidden benefits that are a cherry on top of the cherries on top of the 2 kinds of cobbler in the corner.
Oh, yum.
Oh, this whole spread is before you. The 3 of you were the first to arrive before him, I think. So you look around the room. It's a small room. There doesn't seem to be anything in here that you weren't able to see from the hall.
Noki, and Crocpot's gonna like put your tongue back into it. No,
You
please
do the
don't.
like float through the air smell.
This looks magnificent. Mouth-watering even.
Should we wait for master him out of politeness?
I don't know, we're the heroes here. We get it. It's
Okay, let's
ours.
dig in then.
Excellent.
Can't wait for my pee to smell after this one.
What?
An asparagus feast.
Oh, very clever.
What are you talking about?
My name is Asparagus. Everyone just calls me Gus.
Maybe you don't have that gene that makes you smell the pee.
Yeah, tabaxis, their pee smells if you eat too much asparagus.
What does it smell like?
Asparagus.
It's like a sweaty thing.
It smells bad. It smells kind of bad. Cool that kobolds don't have that. Okay, I'm gonna put this in my gob.
Let's try something.
What portrait are you sitting under as you sit around the table?
Thigh gap.
Thelonious. The regal portrait of Thigh Gap.
Under Heavy Jane. Heavy
Jane.
Jane makes me get
Right by the
no
wine,
end.
Heavy Jane.
Oh God, I can't remember some of these.
Dirkus the Defiant, Warmonger, Wanda Williard, 3-foot Thaddeus.
3-foot Thaddeus. I want that.
Was there a Dinkus in there somewhere?
Dirkus the
Dirkus.
Defiant.
That was it. Dinkus.
Dinkus.
God.
So you guys start to eat, and a little bit later, Himothy, you sort of hear them, and you find your way into the room.
Missing all the good stuff.
Oh my goodness, I
Himothy!
can smell it down. Is that
Himothy!
asparagus?
Yes.
We
Love
goblins
asparagus.
have it too.
Have what? No, it's just
Asparagus pea.
asparagus pea.
Yeah.
No, we have
like a
asparagus
sweaty
poo. Anyways, we won't get into that. It's time to eat. All right.
We're trying to eat here.
Yes, sorry.
My
Another
apologies.
time.
The curiosity just never seems to cease.
I'll sit under Warmonger.
Sure, Warmonger, Wanda Williard.
Yes.
You guys have a moment here, a rare moment of sort of tranquility and peace here at the Bastion, where you can just kind of reflect.
Guys, it occurred to me, and I am very sorry. I shuffled you all out because you were yelling nonsense at me. We didn't loot Himothy's body.
We didn't do a lot of things that we probably should have done.
Well,
Yes. But we did have fun. And that's what's most important.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
I thought that keeping the world from ending was the most important
the
part.
boiling.
Well, that's a nice plus.
Alright.
It's a
So killing yourself was fun.
Yes, it was about everything I wanted it to be. He was putting on a good fight despite fighting 6 of us, and that's quite valiant.
Do you have any like suspicions on what book he was reading / listening to?
Oh, we didn't figure
when
that
we
one
walked
out
in, I
either.
should have asked him that. It was probably smut.
We should
Yeah.
have said, hey, what are you listening to? / how do you get it to work? Do you think he invented it?
Oh, we should just ask Crocpot, older Crocpot. Maybe they would know why Himothy would be listening to something through one of those devices. Or what it could have been. Maybe. It's a far chance, but
That's fair.
that's a good point. We didn't do that.
Well,
The secrets his brain must have had. Oh well.
We should have took his brain.
Yeah. Before you dashed his brain on the ground. Yeah, you should have maybe.
Yes. I must say, thank you all for helping me kill myself, because I don't think it would have been a tough fight, one-on-one. So with your help, a little bit of help from the side really did come in clutch, as they say.
Don't think it would have been
It would have been close. He was a bit stronger than me.
Himothy, you went down. I had to bring you back up.
You killed yourself while trying to kill yourself.
I was the final blow.
You were indeed.
On yourself.
So it was sort of a
you blew-
1v1 in
blew
nature.
yourself.
Sore, but
I blew myself.
you did blow yourself, yeah.
I've always wanted. Well,
No, please.
Woke up
Don't
and my
finish
pants
my
were filled with asparagus poo.
Well, that's great to hear. I was nervous someone else got to him by the time I woke up. And I didn't get to see how he went down, but that was it.
That was it.
Oh, wow. Dramatic.
What?
I knew there was something else I wanted to ask older Gus.
Well, he'll be here.
Remember the last time we were at the Bastion and there was some clandestine person arriving?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
sure that was him or maybe somebody else?
We should ask him.
When he got here.
Yeah, but don't frame it like, hey, was that you that arrived yesterday? Be like, when did you get here?
And which door did you come
super
in?
casual.
Yeah, just like small talk. Yeah, asking people what door they entered through is super subtle small talk.
Guys,
Or how about a door versus a poof? Teleportation. Even.
I've got a question for you guys. I see everybody's still in their fighting attire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we think we're gonna get killed by our older selves?
Not mine, but maybe you. And
Well,
you?
okay, but here's the thing. When I asked Zalbar, he said he was gone. I said, did he just disappear? He was like, yes, that's totally what happened. And I don't believe that.
Wait, you mean with
He said it
Himothy?
with that tone?
He was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't believe you.
So you think Himothy's still alive with Noki?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Everything I've seen in the last however long has happened since we met, I just don't trust anyone.
I don't know. It feels like a couple months that we've known each other, though I know it hasn't been that long.
We've only known each other a couple of days, but it spanned years.
So true.
I'm putting that in my next book.
Oh, great.
I'm writing that down.
Write that down right now. That's good.
Yes.
So, is there anything you all want to know about me before we inevitably have to
Oh,
go
yeah.
get my ass too?
What
are
are
you
your
most ticklish?
I'm not telling you that.
What are your likes?
Could be a big thing.
Tickle me or older me, and I will punch your teeth out of your mouth.
But this is good. It would be good to annoy the old
It
Crocpot.
sounds like Crocpot does not like getting tickled.
We threaten
So
with a
I'm
good tickle.
gonna tickle.
Don't touch me!
Oh, we found it.
We found a weakness.
We found his weakness. He's
right.
closed.
Make sure to tickle them.
Yes, okay. That's on the top of the list.
No, for real though. What are your weaknesses?
Yes.
Well, I'm not super strong. That's mostly the suit.
So the suit gives you strength.
Not really. No.
okay.
It just I'm able to control my suit with magic, rather than how most people who don something like this are quite strong.
So a dispel magic on the suit would be terrible.
Would that work?
I actually don't know. I've never tried dispelling magic off of my own suit.
Okay. Something we could try.
Perhaps.
Can I
I've usually got that
do a
one in the
little
back pocket.
study of it and see if it looks like dispel magic would work?
Yeah, give me a Arcana check.
Worst case scenario, or I could try it on you right now.
No!
Oh, what if it's
Are you mad?
doable?
Would you have
Are
to choose
you
one?
mad?
Tickling or dispel magic?
I don't have to choose one of
You
those.
have to
It's
choose
my world, but I have to
one
choose.
or the other.
It's a 9.
9. You think that the
Magic is given to me by Tasselli. I don't have to know it.
yeah, the dispelling magic on the suit might have some effects. It's not gonna power down the suit completely.
Okay.
But
Do you have likes and dislikes?
List of your can'ts and won'ts.
Noki. How much wine have you had?
It only takes a thimbleful for me, honestly.
Oh wow, okay.
He does a lot of mushrooms, but not a lot. Big drinker.
Got it.
So, sorry, what was your question?
Likes and dislikes. I mean, that might not help in the future, but I feel like we should get to know, you know?
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Well, I I like machines. I like my forge. I like helping other people. I don't know if I dislike anything except for Zalvor, obviously. That's pretty
Whoa,
much it.
he made the list.
And tickling.
And
They're
tickling.
both up there.
Tickling.
I don't
people
dislike tickling.
dispelling. You don't.
I despise.
Oh, then give
Elbow
us.
tickling.
What? Okay, so then give us your list of things you despise. Zalbar.
Well, no, I just dislike him.
Oh, okay.
But give it time.
Tickling, somebody messing with your armor, and
Taking poops that take too long.
Can be annoying.
interesting.
It's just
Okay,
inefficient.
This
you
is
know?
really
You only have
helping.
so much time in the world. It takes too long. It's just a bummer.
Wow.
So good luck
terrible.
weaponizing any of that against me in the future.
I'm thinking a plan. Great. Okay.
I wonder if we could feed Crocpot a lot of cheese and really bind him up.
That would make for a long poop.
That's true.
Wow.
It'd slow him down.
Tickle them while they're on the toilet.
Hold person. I've got hold person ready. Tickle time.
Oh, we'll hold person and tickle.
Tickle person.
This is good.
All right. Well,
All right. Good strategizing session.
Yeah.
I think we've hit every mark.
Anything that you think we shouldn't do because you'll be like, I got that in the bag. Pew pew.
what do you mean? Like,
I don't know,
Anything
like,
you're resistant to, or
yeah.
don't bother you too much.
no, nothing. Everything seems to hit pretty true. I am quite constitute. But that's it.
True. A hearty little kobold.
Yeah, hardy and smart.
Okay.
Book smart.
Okay. Okay.
Is that good?
Are you excited?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm more just curious about where we're gonna find me and what I'm gonna be working on and what I'm gonna be trying to prevent, or if I'm just doing it for pure evil purposes.
Oh, I don't see you going pure evil. I see you like Funa being pretty sure that they're doing the right thing, but really fucking it up somehow.
Do you think you would become evil?
As opposed to Himothy, who's like straight up evil.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Come on, him.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best.
Desperate men do evil things.
Also keep in mind that it's you that maybe kind of the impetus of this whole thing, being the one who created the time traveling. So, I don't know, get ready for some Ouroboros shit. When we get to the end and we eat our own tail and turn
up.
into nothingness.
Oh God. Okay. Time travel is really starting to have some physical effects.
You see what I mean?
As you guys have been eating, about an hour goes by as you talk, chat, and you gain the benefit of Heroes Feast for 24 hours. You gain several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, if you have any of those. You become immune to poison and being frightened.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
You make all wisdom saving throws with advantage.
Oh,
That's
sorry, guys.
I'm gonna give you this card.
Oh,
it has
okay.
the
Yeah,
stuff
thank
on
you.
it.
Holy sh.
And I need everybody to get 2d10 out,
Oh.
okay.
and your max HP increases by 2d10.
Yo. This is huge.
Oh.
Okay, I gotta do one at a time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, wait, no, I don't want to. Wait, no, this is gonna break my heart.
So hard.
know
It's just bonus HP.
It's bad.
Yeah, so 2 1s is like so much more.
Okay.
Look at you, look at you.
Okay, not bad.
5, okay.
13.
No, 12.
6, yeah, okay.
11.
11. Damn.
And Noki?
11.
11 as well.
Yeah.
Does that stack with aid?
It can start.
Okay, great.
So you don't have it yet.
Any of the
Well, we have
changes
aid
to our
from
HP.
Gus earlier today, I think. Gus cast aid.
Oh,
I did.
Sure.
I was gonna say, is that over? Are we?
That probably is over.
will be
It's
by the
8
time
is
we-
only 8 hours. Yeah, by the time you get
Okay.
up, 8 will have it.
And the vampire one's gone. So just this one.
Well, at the end of a long rest, the vampire will be gone.
Yeah, it's not
We're
bad.
overlapping a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But aid is gone, you think?
Yeah, it's been 8 hours. So
Okay,
it's
great.
That's good.
Okay.
And so it has all the info on these cards.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh.
Immune to poison and frightened, advantage on wisdom saves, extra max HP.
That's wild.
Oh, we're in for it, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad.
It is-
If we're getting all this stuff, then we're in bad
6th
shape.
level conjuration.
Awesome.
Immune to poison. That's crazy. Immune.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Immune, I say.
Okay.
Okay, advantage. Sick.
4 hours.
All right. Sick ass.
Sort of finish up stuffing yourselves. There's still plenty on the table, but you don't have to eat everything. You just have to sate yourself with the hero's feast. And you can hear sort of outside wind blowing, some crickets, and you know it's sort of late. Time to retire whenever you're ready.
Bushed.
Too true.
Shall we
It's time to turn in.
retire?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm starting to not feel very well. I'm gonna go sleep, I think.
Look kind
Are
of
you okay?
Yeah, the hero's feast was good, but maybe it's just I'm getting extra tired because I ate too much.
Oh, that makes
That's
sense.
probably what it is.
You're crashing? You're having a
Yeah, I
sugar
think
crash?
I'm just gonna
also-
go hit the hay.
Yeah, it was a big day.
Yes, but a successful one.
So true.
Oh, would it help you to sleep if I gave you your book recording and you can fall asleep to your own voice?
You can do that. You have it. You have it
Well,
to
you
play back,
when you read it to me earlier, yeah, I recorded it.
and it can just go back to me.
Yep.
And I can wear the earmuffs like older me.
Well, I don't have any earmuffs or anything. It
So
would just
place a speaker.
yeah, it's like on it's yeah, it would fill the whole space.
I can do that. That's good.
Okay.
I mean,
That sounds like a you guys problem.
everyone.
Oh,
listen.
sorry guys.
Need some cotton in my ears, I think.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
This is a great gift.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna want it back, but yeah.
Oh, wait.
Just
You
for
have
the
to
night.
record the rest.
Oh, yes, to record. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. I got you.
Good
All right,
night.
guys. Chiseliot's blessing is upon us.
Truly. And in us.
So true.
Sleep good.
Good night. High five.
Good night.
High five.
Oh, okay. High five.
High fives.
Group high fives. Quickly in the middle of the hallway.
Yes, high five. High five. High five. Nice.
Off. Head to your rooms. Any last minute things before you drift off for the night? Was there anything you wanted to like spend some time identifying or looking at before
The dagger. I want to attend
Oh.
to it.
you want to tune to it? Okay.
Crocpot will. I'm stopping you. Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
yes.
Stop. Come back. Come back.
Yes.
I
Another
have a-
one.
Oh yes, of course. That's what I wanted.
Good night.
I have a little bit of magical energy within me. I could assist you in identifying your dagger thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Himothy, I'm going to bed, but don't use those things. They'll fuck you up.
I probably
Good night.
won't. All right.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability and give Himothy Fox's Cunning.
Okay.
And actually, I have to do it at a level 3, so I can do one additional creature.
Does anybody else need to identify stuff before they go to bed?
I think so.
We didn't loot Himothy's body.
Ah, yes.
No.
Maybe
no
give it
good.
to yourself, and we can maybe both take a look at it and see if we can gather anything.
You can try.
Yeah, because I'm not very book smart with studying stuff.
Got it.
Yes.
All right, so I'll cast it on
Bestow
both of us.
the fox's blessing. Feel it. Your brain is kind of moving at double time, just like processing information very quickly.
Yes.
And then the two of you kind of sit for a moment and
Yes.
look over the dagger. Both of you give me Arcana checks.
So you're making this with advantage.
Yes, you can both make it with advantage.
That's awesome.
I gave one of you that pearl, right?
Do I get the
I
sense
have a
before
book.
I start helping him with this that even identifying it has any negative side effects?
That's extremely rare. It's not
Okay.
unheard of, but that's extremely rare. But you wouldn't know that just by.
Okay, I'll help.
Yes.
So is Arcana?
Yeah.
Nice. 25.
14.
14, great. Your powers combine. You kind of pass it back and forth, sort of wielding it and just sort of pointing out little rune markings, the way that the blade is sort of shaped.
I feel like it's a life-sucking thing. Oh, I feel like it will life-suck.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, then don't.
Yeah, I wanna.
You find that you've found the Blade of Burbage, Viscardi Burbage's dagger.
It's named after the guy. Oh no.
is the scroll.
While attuned to this dagger, Anytime you reduce a medium or larger aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, basically anything but like a humanoid or beast, to 0 hit points, you roll 2d10 and you record the result. Keep a running total for each time you kill a creature of this kind. If your total ever exceeds 100, the count resets to 0. But if it matches 100 exactly, you gain dynamism for 1 hour.
What is that?
What?
Dynamism. Whenever you cast a spell of 3rd level or higher, you can cast 2 cantrips as a free action. So basically, if you complete Burbage's counting game, you get to 100 exactly. You gain the ability to like shoot off spells like crazy.
Wait, how long are you dynamite for?
An hour.
That's great.
That's so.
Oh, Himothy!
So they have to be killing blows
Yes.
with the dagger.
Every time you
to
reduce
roll-
a creature that isn't like a humanoid or a beast, you get to roll 2d10 and you keep a running total. And if you hit 100, you get supercharged
Wow.
for an hour.
Himothy,
Yes.
you're gonna wanna go hunting, my man.
Oh, why?
It's so cool.
Okay, tell me.
So, remember the counting game?
Oh, yes.
Why? You won.
I know, it was very hard.
Oh, well, this essentially does that. When you're killing certain things, you start the counting game. If you ever get to 100 exactly,
Okay.
you do really cool stuff.
Like a triple backflip? Like I can run up
If
walls?
those backflips are cantrips, yeah?
Oh, okay, more cantrips. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You also learn curse. The dagger is cursed.
Oh.
It's cursed.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Attuning to it extends the curse to you. Whenever you speak a number in any language, you take 2d8 necrotic damage. If you ever say a number out loud in any language by accident or on purpose, you take 2d8 necrotic.
What if it just sounds like a number? Like he's saying, I'm going to the store.
No, the curse is able to determine
Okay.
when you're, but it can also, I wrote here, making up new words to substitute for numbers fails to circumvent. You can't be like, you've got 3 of those.
But if
Okay,
he
got
goes
it.
like this, he just has to say it out loud.
Yeah, spoken.
But if I forgot and it was, I said 1, 2, 3, that'd be 6d8 of necrotic.
Yes.
1, 2, get ready. 3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we all run on 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we have to get into a situation where
I
he's
know,
the scout.
we really
Like,
have
how many
to.
are there?
There's a few of them.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
I'm,
How far away are they?
I want to tell you a secret. Don't tell Gus.
Don't
Specifically.
Gus specifically.
Yes, because of what she just said.
What did Gus just say?
Don't use the things. I've already attuned to the other thing, the scroll.
Sure, yeah.
It is, it's really good, and I'm gonna kill myself for real this time.
Wait, why?
Every time I cast a spell, I will drain my life force. And
Every time you cast a
every spell. But I got so many new spells, so it's worth it, kind of.
Did we already give you your new spells?
Well, that's what I was working on before the thing. Is that, wait.
But we haven't determined what your new spells are.
Oh, I thought it was just the cantrip through 5th level on necrotic.
Necromancy.
Necromancy.
And you get 1 of each, but they're random. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I was like, I
You wanna backpedal there, buddy?
Okay. Well, I don't know what I'll cast, but it's gonna be great.
Any spell, not just the spells from the spell scroll?
Any spell from now on, for the rest of my life, until it's cursed. The curse is lifted.
How do you get your health back?
I just need to sleep.
Oh, okay. It resets on a night's rest.
Yes. But that's. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
the reduction to hit points resets on.
Okay.
But the thing is, I just gained 6 spells that are vary from a cantrip to 5th level, very strong. But if the curse is ever lifted, I lose those. So I think this might be a lifelong thing. I couldn't bear to part with these spells.
Okay.
The power coursing through my veins is too good. And
Easy, Himothy. We just killed Himothy for feeling similarly.
I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm worried about is if I'm ever in range of someone to stab them, I'm probably dead already. So maybe.
You don't have to use the dagger. Just you have to be attuned to it.
Wait, what? You don't
not
have to get the
catch
final
that.
blow with the dagger?
You don't have
any
to get the
final
kill with the
blow.
dagger. As long as you're attuned to the dagger and you reduce something to 0.
Oh my god.
I hate to be the one to take these super powerful things. So.
I
since it
want
helped,
nothing to do with any
do you
of
think
that.
the others would want anything to do with it? Or can I just use it?
I mean,
I'm gonna just probably slide it in my pocket. Okay.
I'm gonna put this bare dagger in my pocket.
Well, thank you for helping me identify that.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Good.
Whenever I get a kill, wait, am I attuned? No, when I attune to this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it all out of my system now. So when I kill 3 things, or 5 things, or 9 things, I'm gonna ask you to help me remember what I'm at. Because
You want me to be your bookkeeper?
because if I kill something and I do 9 points of damage, and then I add 18 to that, it's hard for me to do the math.
Oh, I think you're confusing 2 things.
Yes.
So the getting to 100
Yes.
is not related to how true your strike is.
Okay.
If you kill something,
You roll.
you roll 2 d10s. I'm sure you have some in your pockets. It's playing with yourself.
Those are not.
Yeah.
Oh,
you just
got
roll
it,
the
got
2
it.
d10s every time
When
you
I
get
kill
killed.
the thing.
Yeah.
Epic. Okay.
But I can
Boy,
still keep
I
track.
did not understand these ideas at all.
And now I'm bound for life.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that you missed the fine print of the scroll now too.
It's okay.
But yeah, so I can still help you keep track if you need it.
Great. This has been fun. See you in the morning.
Oh my
Night.
god.
Night.
High five.
High five. Third one. Third time's
Okay,
the
so
charm.
you did attune to the scroll.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Get like some dive different sizes. I don't think you need anything bigger than a D6. Yeah.
Okay.
To get a D4 and a D6.
D4, D6. Got it.
All right, for cantrip, give me a D4 roll.
Okay, here we go. 3.
You learn chill touch.
Nice.
You learn the chill touch cantrip.
Let's go.
What if I already have that spell?
Tough.
My God.
Damn it. Okay.
Did you seriously already have it?
Yes. But I can, if I level up, I can change it, which
Yeah.
we're at the end
That's
of the campaign, but that's fine.
Okay, we're going up to first level spells. Give me a D4 roll.
D4. 1.
You get Ray of Sickness.
Ooh.
Ray of
That's a cool one.
I love that spell. Okay.
And then give me 1, 2, 3. Give me another D4 roll for the second level.
2.
You learn Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ooh.
Sicky feeble.
Okay.
For third level, oh wait, this one actually. Give me a D8 roll, actually. Sorry, it's the only
Ooh.
D8 one. Third level has a bunch of necromancy.
7.
7. You learn. It's a bummer. You learn Feign Death.
Oh no.
Not a terribly useful, but occasionally.
That's
so.
on brand for Himothy. We'll probably use that a lot.
Hey, you can use it as a ritual.
Ah, that's true.
Go ahead and give me a D4 roll for fourth level.
Okay. 4.
You learn Blight.
Nice.
Let's go.
Right. Okay.
And then give me a D6 roll.
6.
You learn Contagion.
Let's go. It's
I already-
your
yeah,
exact
it's like
freaking
my
spell
loadout.
loadout.
That's my always prepared.
Is Contagion the one where you can, if say they fail a save 3 times or something?
So they're poisoned automatically, I think. And then they have to make a series of con saves, and if they lose 3, you get to choose from
A
them.
disease or
Yeah.
something.
Ooh, that is dark.
It's fucked up.
And it just goes up to 5th level, right? That's correct.
Yeah.
Great. So those are your learns.
Wow.
Cool. That's pretty sweet.
And don't forget that if you use one of those learned ones, they get a +2 to spell
DC and attack.
DC and
Whoa, that's
attack.
right.
Just those spells.
That's so cool.
Now, the max HP thing happens whether it's a cantrip or leveled. Any spell?
I think it says leveled spell. Am I crazy?
Curse. You extend the curse whenever you cast a leveled
Yeah,
spell.
you can cast
Okay.
cantrips
Okay.
for
That's good.
Oof, because that would be.
That'd be brutal.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's like a net 0 on dealing out damage using a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, your chill touch mage, you do no damage. You take -4 max HP.
Okay.
All right. So everybody finds their way to their bed. Himothy's still trying to go. He's like, 2d10. Yes. Okay. I think I've got it.
Did I give somebody those gloves?
I have them.
You have them. Okay.
Attuned to the gloves.
Just making sure.
She used those in the when she was disabling
That's
the
right.
locking.
Oh, yeah.
Or the anti-magic.
Very
You're
good.
welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
You drift off, knowing that the next sounds you hear should be those artificial birds that the Bastion provides to gently pull you out of a deep slumber. But your rest is not devoid of strange imagery that you find difficult to piece together. For Noki and Himothy, you have visions of events that feel like memories, but memories that are not yet your own. After briefly exploring them in your sleep, they begin to fall apart, and you wonder if they belonged to the older you, an older you that is now sort of scattered into nothing. For Gus, you dream of wealth that changes the course of your life forever. You dream of theaters and schools that bear your name. You dream of lavish costumes and an enviable collection of props that you don't have to steal from other places. And Crocpot, you dream of Crocpot. Which Crocpot, you're not sure, for as you clomp through fields, along streets, and over the decks of ships, your Artificer's armor hides your face such that you're more machine than kobold. The dreams mean everything, and yet nothing. Your brain's attempt to process the infinite complexity of what you're trying to accomplish. And yet something that you keep coming back to is this idea, this implication of inconclusiveness. For all the plans that you've foiled so far in loose time, what's to stop someone else from going back and reversing course just as you have? Does the loose time harden on its own? Or is its existence a secret that needs to be buried to prevent future tampering of the past? Luckily, these headache-inducing musings don't prevent you from ultimately getting your rest. And before long, you hear that chirping that you knew would come. It's gotten windy outside. You can hear the occasional forceful gust of wind followed by loose leaves tapping against the exterior windows. Himothy has to peel his head from his pillow.
Oh no.
As a deep lethargy has set into his body. But there is no getting around it. Today's the day to finish this. You are indeed suffering from 2 levels of exhaustion, as your borrowed vigor was implying.
That's messed up.
So you don't feel as rested as you'd like. You feel your magic has returned to your sort of full well of magic, but at the same time, your body feels like it just wasn't able to kind of get all the necessary components of a full rest. So you can sort of hear companions in other rooms, sort of beds creaking a little bit. Sheets being pushed aside.
And just
cats meowing and hairballing.
I really hate this morning routine.
just to make sure I understand it, the first 2 levels of exhaustion is disadvantage on all ability checks, and the next one is half my movement speed.
I believe that's correct.
That's
You're
wild.
such a Himothy is sacrificing mind and body to just get through his day.
And we get back half of our hit dice.
Half of your hit dice back. Anything that comes back on a long rest. Anything that comes back on a short.
Broncolo rules. Give me all of them.
So if I get half my hit die, but my hit die are split, can I choose like to get the 2d8?
Yes. You can choose the better ones. Yep.
And we can change our. So. For my wand of magic missiles.
Yeah, I think you roll for that, don't you?
Yeah. I get always confused about that. The one regains. Oh, I see. But if I didn't expend all my charges, I still have some of the charges?
Yeah, it doesn't reset. So how many out of how many do you currently have?
I have 2 out of the 7.
Great. So roll 1d6.
Okay. Oh, no.
And you get to add 1 to that.
Okay, so I get 2 more.
2 more, yeah. So you're
I have
now
4
4
total.
charges.
Oh, that's brutal.
Feels
Oh,
bad,
that
man.
sucks. Oh well.
But the max would be 7. Like
Yeah, it can contain 7 total. Yeah, half more than that.
would have been nice.
Okay. Cute.
Stretching, sort of feeling the sun come through the windows. Sort of for those of you who sort of shuffle around your spells, sort of thinking about what the day might bring, practicing some sort of movements, muttering some incantations just to make sure everything's at your fingertips, at your lips as needed.
All right. Exciting.
Slowly, you start to hear some doors creak open. People still. The smells have gone away. All that conjured food has sort of drifted off through the night. No longer.
Just the chamber pot smells.
Did you have?
Oh, it was intense. It filled the whole room. The pee. If anyone wasn't clear.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It was potent.
Yes.
I'm surprised you can't smell it from here.
We won't even talk about what happened in my room. Anyway.
You look
What
like
did you
shit.
do?
Zelda!
You look like shit.
You look bad.
Oh, am I more pale than normal?
A little.
You're moving really slow.
You don't look like you had a full night's rest.
Oh no, I slept like a rock. I feel like a rock.
What happened to you? Did you get yourself cursed?
No. I
What
do
happened?
recall yesterday
Himothy.
taking a bath in a vampire bath.
Himothy, what? My
Bad.
Tesselian's grace
But
protect me.
It made me feel good in the moment. I
Oh,
just didn't think that it would
Himothy.
have this bad of a repercussion.
Next time you need a bath, I'm happy to do it for you.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Speaking of which, for no reason at all, I just feel like I'm be a little more easy with my spell slinging. So, if anyone wants this Pearl of Power, it gives you back a up to a 3rd level spell slot. It's pretty fantastic. I'm just feeling generous and.
I wish I could have attuned to it last night.
Oh, well, go before we go today. Do you want it?
I'll take it because you are stingy with your spells.
Me? Wow. Listen, you never know when you might need to.
I will attune to it this morning.
Okay.
And
You have to speak its command word, which I think you can set when you attune, but the one I was using was giggles. So if you want to keep the thing going, it might work better for you.
okay, I'll keep giggles.
Cool.
I like that.
Giggles.
For no reason at all, eh?
No?
How many times did you use that?
None. I didn't use it once. But I was planning on using it yesterday.
Took a vampire bath. so
I
we
did
can-
take a vampire bath and I didn't need it anymore. Which I should have given to you guys much sooner, probably.
Yeah, sounds like it, Tim.
Did you just say a number?
I don't think he's attuned to that yet.
I think I did.
How many
Over the night, right?
You can't attune. You would have needed to add an extra hour. Like you can't attune during a long rest.
Got it.
Like similar to how Gus is hoping to attune, you could attune to it this morning. So you're not attuned to the dagger yet.
Okay, got it. Ooh.
Not attuned to it yet?
Not attuned to it.
Ah,
All right.
damn it! I thought I got you, guys.
I am gonna have to be very careful.
What did you even say? I
3rd
missed
level
it.
spell slot? Is that what I said?
No, I said how many times have you attuned to, or how many times do you use it? And you said none. I haven't used it once.
Oh my god, it's gonna suck. I'm so screwed.
Those aren't numbers.
Does that count?
Once?
We'll find out.
Oh boy.
Once.
Okay.
One a number.
Once.
Yeah, once.
Well, this.
Okay.
I didn't quite get it because you can get up to a 3rd level spell slot, but why would you never not get just a 3rd level spell slot? You know what I'm saying?
If you were full on 3rd level spell slots.
I guess if you really needed that 2nd level.
Yeah.
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 Sure. It sounds good.
Numbers.
I'm really getting it out of my system.
Okay.
You guys start to trickle down the stairs.
Oh boy.
And not that the Bastion was kind of ever a bustling hub of frantic activity, but it does feel especially empty this morning. You know, maybe it's just a matter of kind of knowing subconsciously that the numbers within are dwindling as Noki disappears and Himothy disappears, one by one. But as time has gone on, you've felt less like honored guests and almost more like you've snuck into a place that's long been abandoned. It just has kind of an emptiness to it. As always, you know that you're expected to report to the conference room for your next assignment. Sort of head there when you're ready. You're going down the stairs, through the Soundscapes library, and into the sort of waiting hall there, that juncture.
Are you okay, Gus? What's going on?
Case of the giggles. You ate a grape?
That's hilarious.
That's really good.
Oh. You'll keep it over from last night?
Hero's feast.
It didn't just disappear. That's good. Are you going to be okay?
All right, we'll move on so
A
we don't
real-
choke to death.
A real heavy Jane thing to do.
happy you're so happy.
Sorry. Okay, I ate a grape, and it sort of a burst of juice came out, and then I drooled a bit, and I had to, and nobody saw. It's not like there were cameras or anything watching me do this live or anything, but then I started giggling, and then now I've called even more attention to it.
Good. Yes.
Anyway, that's what I get for keeping my leftover grapes from the hero's feast.
That's right.
Anyway, off we go.
Okay.
Get away from you.
Heading into the.
Yes.
You push through the doors toward the meeting hall, and at this point, the 2 rows of chairs that are set up almost sort of seem unnecessary given the lack of people here. A simple desk or circular array would do just fine, but formality prevails as you move to sort of sit in the same seats you did as the mornings prior. The only person currently present is the elder Crocpot. You don't see Zalvar, you don't see Una, you don't see old Gus, though you're not entirely sure he would be necessarily invited to discuss this, this sort of matters official. Even Zalvar has been taking his leave before any of the formal discussion has happened. As you enter in, the elder Crocpot sort of reaches to a plate, pops a corn cube in its mouth, and motions to the chairs.
Don't mind if I do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Are you feeling rested, ready for your final assignment?
For the most
Most of us.
Better
are.
hope so.
It's good. It's just us this morning.
What happened to Una?
I was kind of hoping that you wouldn't ask about that because I'm not great at delivering bad news. Old Gus died last night in his sleep.
Does that seem true?
Give me an insight check.
I told you. Didn't I say? I'm sorry, insight. 18?
It does seem true.
Oh, damn.
The stress of bringing him here, combined with the demanding conjuration of the miraculous hero's feast, was too much for him to take. Zalvar and Una are finishing burying the body out by the Wayward Bastion Amphitheater. We thought that would be a nice place for him to rest.
Like rest in peace, even.
Wow.
Are you okay? You Gus?
I'm pretty sad, actually.
Okay.
What a way to go.
Well, now that you've had some time to mourn, would you like to discuss the killing of past future me?
I suppose.
I guess.
Sure.
Now's
Or
as good
would
a
you
time
like
as any.
a moment of silence, perhaps?
Let's do a moment of silence.
Or would you like to perform something?
Some kind of prayer?
Yeah, or song.
Or
Yes.
You Juligy.
I will say a prayer to Elliot. Gus was a cat by the theater door. You watched over him all of his life. Thank you for your guidance, Elliot. Praise be. He's gone to the heavy side lair now.
Right where Heavy Jane went.
Right where Heavy Jane went. Memories. All alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was happiest then. Amen.
Amen. That was beautiful.
Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Wow. That was killer.
Nice. That makes sense. 3.
You feel no touch of Elliot, but the prayer sort of wafts into the...
Wow, big time sad. Also, Himothy's super fucked up, so...
Oh.
He's got some levels of exhaustion, is what the kids are calling it.
I do feel. I'm gonna get into practice. For no reason, I feel very exhausted, doubly so.
Do you have any, sorry to do this, but since you're not killing yourself, we're doing it.
Yes.
Do you have anything that could help heal Himothy a little bit? You are, accomplished.
check.
A corn cube.
Because you get access to Greater Restoration, but
Yeah.
at what level does the Artificer get access to that?
When do they get 5th level spells?
I can like feel it in a small part of my soul.
Level-
It
Not to
hasn't
level
quite-
17.
Oh.
I don't get
you-
5th level spells till level
Get
17?
4th level at 13, 5th level at 7.
Wow.
Wow.
Half caster.
Half caster, man.
So-
Hashtag half caster.
I'm afraid I don't have anything for that particular affliction.
Oh, it's fine.
It's alright.
I'm used to pushing through.
Worst case scenario, I could maybe do a little something.
I can do a little something too.
Wow, such good friends.
Yes. Shall we discuss?
Please.
Sure, yeah.
Regale us.
Crockpot,
Yes, Crocpot.
when you are older, you will be instrumental in designing a futuristic, floating city in the sky,
Wow.
known as the Deep Flyer. The intent was to provide a space where promising young scientists, alchemists, and artificers could come together and pool their collective knowledge to create incredible things that would make the world a better place. Some tinkerers come from families of means, but many do not. So it was sort of like low-income housing for the best and brightest who lacked the funding or opportunity to make their dreams a reality.
Wow, what an amazing opportunity.
Yeah. In addition, its isolated location in the sky meant that it was safe from distraction.
Yeah.
Enemy attacks or intellectual property theft.
Yeah.
The Deep Flyer would prove to be a roaring success. Marvels of magic and engineering, the likes of which you couldn't even begin to imagine at this point in your lives.
Huzzah.
Eventually, a team was assembled to attempt their most ambitious project yet. A machine that could turn regular drinking water into the liquid substance that we today know as a healing potion.
Wow.
No longer would the ability to get quickly back on your feet after injury be gated behind 50 gold, give or take. A price that many simply working folk cannot afford to pay in anything but the most dire of circumstances.
Did we do it?
Yes. These machines would be provided to small communities all over the continent, or so we hoped. One member of the team was a fellow kobold whose name was Refrigerator. Very smart, very ambitious. Believing him capable of great good, there was a time where I would have defended Refrigerator with my life. But for reasons I am uncertain of to this day, Refrigerator made a dastardly modification to the machines that were being distributed. The artificial healing that was provided by the machine left a lingering bit of magic in the body that could later be activated to spread a deadly infection. A fact that Refrigerator used to ascend to power. Because so many people had already ingested the healing waters, there was always the terrible looming threat that he would unleash the scourge if his demands were not met.
Oh, wow. Some might say that Refrigerator went cold.
Yes. As you've seen with other members of this group, there will be no convincing Crocpot that this turn of events is destined to occur. Crocpot believes, as I believed, that the machine is a shining example of mechanical altruism and all the good that artificers can provide. When you confront them, they will believe that you are simply trying to keep poor people from having nice things.
Wow, that's a horrible thing to accuse someone of.
Yes. The loose time that we've located is at a specific juncture when nearly all of the Deep Flyer has been vacated for its yearly maintenance. The only people left behind are Crocpot and a few other mechanics who are tasked with making sure that everything's running smoothly. You will go to the Deep Flyer and put an end to Crocpot. Now, because it has powerful magic defenses, I can't send you directly to the Flying City. I will have you appear within a mountain cave that we carved out on the coast of Boldfield. And within this cave, you need to get to the bottom. There is a cabin and a dock, sitting beside what looks like a small lake. This lake feeds out into the ocean, and it is there that an underwater structure houses an elevator portal that will take you up to the Deep Flyer. Now, to reach this underwater portal, don't forget to stop at the cabin that I just mentioned that's next to the lake. Because the cabin contains the ignition sequence for a subsurface transport that will take you to the underwater elevator.
Okay.
So wait, there's a subsequence transport that takes us to the underwater elevator, and then the underwater elevator shoots us up.
Yes.
Is there something you need to activate the underwater elevator that takes us up?
Once you reach the elevator, if you're able to, it will go up on its own.
Got it.
You say if you're able to, is there something guarding this?
Well, the cave will have people there. Maintenance workers, guards. You will have to make your way to the subsurface transport. However way you see fit.
But no, like Kraken.
Not that I know of. Okay. It's a small lake. That would be a small kraken, or they would be partially out of the water.
Gotcha.
Will the scum, Mr. Refrigerator, be there?
I don't know. I hope not.
Why?
Well, that would just give you someone else to have to fight.
Oh, I want to kill him, though.
Oh, well, if you see him, you can.
Okay, thanks.
But
Would that
wouldn't
be
if
a
we
solution?
just killed Mr. Refrigerator and then
There are other members of the team, and the object is already well into production at this point. You can kill him, but it won't stop someone else from perhaps abusing the same issue.
Right.
People just want power, man.
Crocpot.
What?
Oh, sorry. Other Crocpot.
What?
Got it.
Sorry.
What? Oh,
Not
never mind.
Noki. Remember how Una... Wait. Did we tell him this?
What?
You'll have to.
Sidebar! I'm guess it's gonna story.
Yeah.
Did we tell him about the stranger?
Yeah, we told him about the stranger.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hey, Crocpot.
Yes.
Did you hear any of that?
Remember the stranger who warned Una?
Yes.
Got any clues who that was?
Not yet.
Does that seem true?
I mean, it's not true.
16?
Yeah, as far as you can tell. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing sort of immediately jumps out at you.
Okay, well,
I have a question.
Okay.
Your time machine that we've been using,
Yes.
is there any device that you use either on the time machine or here that's like a travel log that maps who's been using it when?
No, but that's a really good idea.
Oh,
Wow.
I did that.
good idea.
Wow, and I didn't even have enhanceability on you.
Wow.
Quick question again.
Should be
Did you
exhausting.
fix the time machine that was sucking people through time with us?
Yes, since I woke up this morning and was informed of the device's malfunction, I've been working to ensure there won't be a repeat of accidentally sending others hurtling through time.
Good.
I won't lie to you. The device is being pushed to its limits. But I am confident it has enough juice left for one more jump and the return trip home.
That's actually what I was gonna ask you.
Go ahead.
So, when we go and we kill me, what happens to the time machine?
Hopefully it won't go anywhere.
Hopefully.
Okay, but how will I get home?
The device will be programmed once we return here to automatically set itself to your time.
Ah,
So we'll say our goodbyes before we beam home.
have to do it real quick.
Hey, Crocpot,
Yeah.
you got any, diagrams that I can look at in case we ever find ourselves in one of these situations again?
I'll put together some stuff. When you come back, it'll be here waiting for you.
Oh, and just because it's been such a mystery where you all head off to after we kill your earlier selves,
Uh-huh.
I've got a magic mouth spell scroll. Maybe when you start to see the light, can you use it and say and describe what dying is like?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay,
Wow.
Cool.
thanks.
I'm super sad, guys.
Yes.
This is all really fucked up.
I'm sorry that you didn't get to at least, fight yourself, at least, to the death.
But Gus didn't have anything to do with the boiling. I was never thinking of fighting myself.
Yeah.
I'm sad he didn't get to audition for King Meerkat. It's a dream role of mine.
You'll do it in his place.
Yes,
Yes.
I will. Any other last tidbits before we zip off to another time, Crocpot?
Do you have any questions for me?
Did oldest Himothy feel pain when he went?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh, that.
Nice.
No, he's clearly lying.
Are you lying?
No.
He's not
He's
lying.
definitely okay.
Were you with him, or did you just hear him screaming from another room?
We heard no screams.
He didn't feel much pain.
Sure.
Okay, one that's very bad. So one more quick question for you. How does the sound library work? We're not gonna get a chance to figure it out. Why do you just have noises so that you can set up a bunch of like fun jams?
Well, fun jams are nice,
Totes.
but also we use them as historical records to catalog sounds of beasts and creatures so people know what to listen for when they're out in the wilds. I believe Himothy spent a lot of time in the Soundscape Library.
I was gonna ask. He was listening to something when we went to his sanctum. Do you think it was?
Oh, you could try putting that in the Soundscapes Library.
Well, we killed him long before and got out of there. So I didn't get to see what he was listening to.
Himothy did like his secrets. And sometimes I would hear him go and put some noises in the Soundscape Library, and then I would hear the sound of a door opening.
Wait, what?
Like I would hear the sound of a bookcase sliding open when he would put something in the
Oh,
Soundscape
super
Library.
cool. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
So you
figured
don't
we
think it was
missed
just
that.
like lo-fi beats to chill and study?
Could have been. I don't
Lo-fi beats just chillin', so too. That's mostly what we did in there, much to Zalbar's dismay. All right, well, sometimes you don't get to solve all the puzzles or audition for all the parts you want.
Yeah.
True.
Shall we boogie?
I'm gonna get the machine ready in the basement, but take a moment and I'll come get you.
All right.
Goes to that little curtain.
Let me just get a moment.
Pretty silly. I didn't prepare aid today because I thought we would have.
We should have asked for him last night.
That's quite all right, because we still have the feast.
Yes, but
Right.
I have.
Oh, yeah, I still feel it.
I have another cool one, prayer of healing that might happen
Oh,
later.
that's great.
So that's a good one.
What does that one do?
It'll heal your very wounded butt right there.
I
And
feel fully healthy, just really exhausted.
okay, so if I do greater restoration, I think that cures a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
So here's the thing. This was my own stupidity, and if we're going into a big fight, I just don't want you to be like, damn, we could have succeeded if I didn't cast this fifth level spell on Himothy.
That's good, though.
I just say, yeah, I can say this.
Because I'm still understanding Common. Goblin was my first language. Yes, I can say this.
I'm encouraging myself.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can say this. Fifth level spell.
Your comment
Checks
is
out to me.
very good, but okay.
So I just want to put that out there.
I'm going to do it because I don't want you to be dead weight in this fight. I think our little kobold friend is going to be very beefy. Because they're very beefy now.
Grr.
Okay.
All right. Do I need to cast it twice?
Well,
I could maybe do it at some point. Let's just do the first one for now.
Gonna
okay.
to Sully its blessing.
You only have
Greater
one level of
restoration.
exhaustion now.
Ooh, limber. But still, if I rolled a Carcana check, it would suck. Okay. It would suck anyways. I'm pretty dumb.
Himothy's like, okay.
Okay. I feel pretty good.
I said maybe at some point.
Okay,
We'll
I won't.
see how crappy you're being at everything, and we'll go from
See how useless you are.
I-
We'll wait for you to fuck up first.
I doubt it'll be a problem.
There's got to be some kind of punishment
For what?
for the naughty
Drinking
things you've done.
For
the
vampire
baths?
There should be no punishment for a vampire bat.
Come on, you know,
Ah.
you read too much smut. You thought vampires are fun and sexy, but they're bad.
Bad can also be fun and sexy.
Well, that's sure true.
Why are you elbowing me?
I feel like you know.
I feel like you're bad.
Reef does weird things to the mind, guys.
I don't know, man.
Well, thank you for the 5th level greater restoration.
You're being so weird.
I'm not.
Would you like to take the time while Crocpot is still assembling or getting the device ready to attune to the two items?
I would love to.
Secretly, very
Attune to the. Would you like to change the command word?
No, I'll stick with giggles.
Giggles it is.
I'm gonna, if I have to hold
And
it, stick it
just-
behind my back and just attune to it.
Just to make
Fine.
sure that I like totally get it.
Begins.
Well, the asparagus poops are starting. I'll be back.
I use it as an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
okay.
restores a spell slot as an
Great.
action up to the 3rd level.
It just says like if the extended spot. I get it. I got it. Okay, cool.
Is it like once
Feels
per
a little
day or
redundant.
something?
Yeah, but it's just a little confusing, the wording. I get it.
Okay.
Cool.
And you are indeed attuning
Okay.
to.
Yes.
I gave you the blade.
Yep, I have it.
Everybody be ready to jump on that.
It'll never
Oh,
happen.
Chad
That
is
is-
already.
yeah.
And he hasn't
It's
even attuned to it yet.
Oh
It'll
my
never
god.
happen again.
Chad, we gotta pick an emote that we can spam. Or maybe I need to make an emote.
I mean, there's the mind-blown Talon one, right? There's the one.
That's true.
You don't make a new one because it won't happen. So it just won't
don't
be
put
used.
it, don't
Yeah.
put the effort in.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Got
How
it.
many times do you think it'll happen?
So a little bit of
Maybe
time passes.
none.
You just fucking fell for it, Jack.
None is not a
None?
number.
Oh, I know, but you just like baited him
Oh.
into saying a number. His defenses weren't up.
But if Talon says it, it's fine, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not safe at all in real life anymore.
Oh yeah, we can do Sir Garrett emotes. How about that?
Time goes by, you prepare yourself, and eventually Crocpot sort of comes down.
All right.
Like you're going through the motions of checking in at a sort of high security facility, you stand and you trace your steps back through a very familiar path. You go behind the curtain, you go down the steps, past the whirring corn cubes machine, through the double iron airlock and into the small room containing nothing but a circular table that bears the metallic backpack with its dials, clock hands, tubes, valves, and straps. The Elder Crocpot hangs back by the door as they usually do, ready to sort of leave so as not to get sucked through time, allowing you to kind of mentally prepare for another lurch through the temporal mist. As you spread out, you kind of make a little circle around the table and the device. You look to each other, bolstering your resolve. You've come this far, and you've proven a worthy adversary to fate and destiny. It's time to tie up one last loose end, and then wade into the unknown when it comes to a future that might already be partially planned out. How could you possibly, you think, return to a mundane life after events like these? Will you come face to face with your past self at your age, in a time where the auto-assassinations have occurred? Will you eventually sort of once again weave back through these webs you've already woven? Or do you know enough to force yourself to take other paths? Are you constructing alternate timelines? Or are you breaking apart the only one that you know to exist? You think to yourself, whether hard or loose, time is a funny thing. So make sure you have the last laugh. Sort of standing around Crocpot.
If I don't see you again, thank you for your service and your trust.
You're not gonna. This isn't like gonna fuck us, right? You guys aren't really the bad guys.
I hope not.
You're asking that now?
It's a little late.
Good to know.
A little late.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you, Master Crocpot.
It has been an honor.
I realized. Is there anything you'd like me to put on Gus's grave?
Do you have a complete works of Billy Shimmyglaive?
Of course.
That would be great. And also Black Dahlias, because Tesseliot really likes those.
I'll see
They're
what I
kind of
can
a
do.
dramatic flower. Thank you.
All right.
Little kobold sort of waddles out into the airlock and sort of with the door closing, gives you one last look.
All right. On the count of, I don't know. What do you guys think?
3, for the greater good.
For the greater good.
Great.
All together.
All right.
All together.
1,
2, 3.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Stupid.
You're
One
pimping it to
last.
us before we can pimp it to you. Genius.
Warp through time, and that's where we're gonna pick up after a little break.
All right.
We're on our way.
Go.
God.
Doko, we'll be back.
We'll see you so soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
about becoming a YouTube member. If you do, you'll get access to moments like this.
A little higher level than you. He has one level 6 spell slot.
Oh.
And I was like, if he gets back around, I was like, he'll just like use his last thing.
Hurrah.
And it was Disintegrate.
Everybody make a deck save right now.
I was gonna say,
who
yeah,
gets-
the
who gets-
lowest person is
Oh,
dead.
I would have died.
His save is 17.
I would have died.
I would have died.
Oh
Dirty
my god, I
20.
rolled a 15!
I'm dead.
We all would have died.
Did anyone
We all would
survive?
have died. No.
84 damage.
No.
Did anyone live?
Nope.
I had 15 HP.
We can get you access to Notch and Soda, but not for free. You have to pay for it.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 19th installment of No Time to Lose. Crocpot has bid us farewell, and it is time for us to breathe in the temporal mists and teleport once more to a land unknown. Was there any thanks to be said before?
Yeah, Exponent D Pi resubscribed. Loresk guy did 30 bits.
Thank you.
I can't remember if I did it. Oh, no, we're good. Master Dark resubscribed another 30 bits by Loresk guy. And I'm sorry, Miguel the Werewolf rated us. I totally missed that. Thank you. Welcome. Touchdown the Clown with 200 bits. Just Jeff resubscribed. Loresk guy another 60 bits. Lord Mupton 500 bits. Thank you. Loresk guy another 30 bits. Nice bit, Cross. 69. 69 bits.
me
And
your
Loresk guy
bits.
another 30 bits. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the support. If you rated in or hosted or coming in some time travel shenanigans, and you're about to get us in the thick of it here as we time travel to another place. And in thinking so intently about this strange chapter of your life coming to a close, you barely feel disoriented by the mist that envelops you. The subsequent centrifugal stasis as the room begins to spin around you. In just a short couple of days, you've grown so accustomed to the sensation that you not only don't feel like you have to kind of hold down your breakfast, you feel weightlessly invigorated, like you just double bounced on a trampoline, shooting up through time and space.
Best.
Instead of letting the uncertainty overwhelm you, you wait patiently, spinning, sort of sensations. And when they do, you find yourself in a narrow hallway that, based on the way that the sound is kind of traveling, it gives you the impression that you're underground or in some kind of cave, something to that effect. This corridor was carved with intent, however. It's not a natural formation. It's clearly, there's like supports on the walls, some sconces, like someone has dug this out. In fact, it reminds you right away of the hall that connected the bottom of the lift to Himothy's library sanctum, a little sort of hallway there. And for the briefest of moments, you think you're about to hear the eerie voice of Miss Ingram Chalice and possibly confirm that the device malfunctioned, sending you back where you've already been. But as your eyes continue to adjust, gain a little bit of clarity, you see that this is not the case. The lamps on the walls have a different shape. The corridor is not curved like it was back in Penumbra. And you can look to your left and right, and you can see where the hallway begins and ends. It's not a very long hallway, unlike the one that connected the lift to the sanctum. Off to your left, a heavy set of double doors gives you the impression that it perhaps leads outside. There's a little bit of cold air that's leaking through the frame of the door. There's a little bit of light that doesn't have the warm tint of a manufactured flame. It seems like it could be daylight squeaking through. Off to your right, there's another copper-colored door. Different metallic kind of color, but this one is airtight. You don't feel any air coming from there. You don't see any light coming from there. And not only that, it appears to be soundproof. And the reason that you think that is that the door has a thick pane of glass that's maybe a 2-foot square, so about kind of this big, which allows you to see inside to the next room. And there's people there. Before you get too sort of caught up in what they might be doing, you do a quick scan of your surroundings and you note a couple things. One, along the wall just behind you is a large rack containing dozens of protective...
Just say?
Large rack.
There's a large rack containing dozens of protective kind of skull cap style helmets. And each one of them has a polished circular crystal on the front and little straps that dangle down that could be like tied under the chin. So like little protective helmets. And there's a whole bunch of them. The other thing you note is that a sign above the windowed door, not the double metal door, but the one with the glass window, says, "Please wait to be processed." So you guys are... Get your bearings here.
Sorry, the double metal door has the please wait to be processed.
No, the windowed single door. The copper door has the please wait to be processed.
Any idea what these helmets are, Crocpot?
Give me a moment.
I'm gonna walk over to them. Can I like
Yeah, give
examine
me an
them? a little
Arcana
bit?
check, yeah.
Can I help them?
Sure.
I'll hold it for you.
Oops, that was a 16. 24.
24. They seem like standard sort of protective helmets, almost like mining helmets. The little crystals on the front seem to be made of a particular substance that perhaps can give off light under the right circumstances. Okay. So yeah, like helmets with little lights on them if they're, you activated them properly.
And there's people moving around on the other side of the window.
You can take a look inside the room.
I mean, carefully. Maybe you don't want to be seen right away.
Give me a stealth check. You can creep up to the window and take a look inside.
I'll creep. I will creep. 19.
19. Take a couple kind of quick steps. You take a couple steps and you're inching forward, being as careful as you can, but right away you can tell that the people inside are caught up in what they're doing, which gives you a little sort of confidence to even get a little bit closer. Inside, there's a rectangular table where 4 people are seated and they're all on one side. So all the 4 people in a row and they're all kind of facing one direction. And there's little dividers between them that go about up to the shoulder. So like they could look left and right and see each other, but there's little dividers. So 4 people with a divider between each one of them.
Okay.
All 4 are wearing one of those protective helmets that's out here. Sort of they all have a little helmet, little crystal on the front, straps under the chin. And they seem to be alternating between writing on small pieces of parchment and then looking up. So they kind of like, right? And look up. It has kind of like a classroom look to it. Like it looks like they're sort of looking. And as you sort of peek a little bit closer, and with that 19 stealth check, you get even a little bit closer, and you look over to the left as far as you possibly can, and it looks like they're looking up at a human man who's talking or sort of explaining something. So there's 2 people sitting, there's 2 kobolds, there's a dwarf and a gnome. But they're looking up at this human man, and he looks like, and like I said, it's soundproof, you can't hear, but he looks like he's explaining. You see his mouth moving, you see sort of...
Okay.
So you can see that he's clearly like talking to them, explaining something. Occasionally, the human man that's standing will turn around and he'll write something on what must be like a chalkboard or something similar. He's got a piece of chalk in his hand, and you'll see him kind of turn back, talk a little more. Unfortunately, the angle of the window is such that even if you pressed your face against it, you can't like see what's being written on the board. It's too far over on the wall there. But you can see that he's clearly writing something. The whole process has like kind of an orientation look to it. Looks like he's sort of explaining things. You see people nodding, writing something down, sort of looking back to him. So that happens a number of times.
And does it look like that this is the only way into that room that I can see?
That you can tell. It looks like there's a door on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There is a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like you would go into this room and then possibly out the other.
Well, everyone, there seems to be some kind of lecture or orientation even going on in this next room. Is it...
We want to...
Sorry, is that a problem?
Oh, it's just never good in a classroom setting.
That's okay. I don't think that you're gonna be tested.
More
think
information
so.
is better.
Yes.
But do we want to try to blend in here, or do we want to just run away or kill them all?
Oh, I don't think we need to kill innocents.
Yeah, that costs too much energy.
Also, the greater good.
What?
The greater good.
Great or good.
The greater good.
Greater good.
Yes.
We've been saying that for a long time. You're not on board.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Ah.
the mind is going.
Yikes.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of traveling.
So, well, do we think that we even have to consort with these folks? Do you think the other door is where we need to go and scale down this cliffside?
Again, do we think it's worth trying to learn anything from this lecture?
What, just pop in and be like, hey, we're here to learn too.
Yeah,
Let's
sorry,
not-
we're late.
Yeah, like, hey, professor.
Should we check? Fine. I'm willing to. Should I check what's on this metal door?
It seems like it goes outside. I feel a breeze on my cockle.
Can I, like, carefully approach the door and open
You
it?
want to give me a stealth check? Like, do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'd like to do it
Give me a
stealthily.
stealth check.
Is that the one that has the waiting to be processed on it?
No, I want to go to the metal.
Over the window, looking in the room with where all the
Okay,
people
got
are
it.
seated.
Yeah. Oof. I should have cast guidance on myself. 9.
9. I mean, there's just nothing you can be done about it. Like when you start to push, it has kind of like a Like it groans a little bit. It's a heavy metal door. And as you kind of poke, you can feel a little more air coming through, a little more light coming through. It does seem to like, maybe not immediately on the other side, but maybe there's a little more tunnel and then to the outside. And as you sort of poke through, you can also see in this sort of next hallway, there's some armed guards that are kind of leaning up against, they're chatting, they're just kind of just leaning up against the wall, like 3 or 4 of them.
I'm gonna close the door. Yep. There are guards on that side, so maybe we do try to blend in, put on our helmets, and act like we belong.
I mean, we could just act like we're leaving the last lecture. But do we want to send... I don't know, there's a bunch of...
There was all races in there. It wasn't
There's
just
2 kobolds, a dwarf, and a gnome.
All the short folk.
Is it worth sending in maybe a kobold to take the class?
I think the 4 of us just go in, we be quiet, and let Crocpot do the talking, and then we just sit and watch the lecture and go wherever they're going.
All right.
Wait, why am I doing all this?
What is the problem here?
I'm not a diplomat. I don't.
All right.
I'm no longer the shadow leader. Crocpot, what is going on with your leading?
Oh, I'm not. I don't like. I'm not much of. I don't like
What
to.
are you talking
All
about?
right,
You
stop
created
blathering.
Okay.
I guess
You got this.
What am I doing?
Telling us what to do.
I say we put on the helmets and we go and sit in on the lecture, all of us, and then we file wherever we need to go, and as we look like we belong with the little helmets on our heads, we can find the cabin and go from there. Blend in like, be real smooth about it.
I can do that.
No, I don't think you can, but I'm willing to try. I think we can put on our best acting abilities.
Do you think it's worth me disguising both of you as a smaller folk? Is it weird to see Tabaxi? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I could make you look like a kobold, a gnome, a dwarf.
I feel like being that clandestine about it would send the wrong message if we were found out.
I think they, older Crocpot. What are we calling older Crocpot?
Oh, why are you all looking at me again?
It's your
Your future self.
your murder side.
Cracked pot?
Cracked pot. Okay,
'cause
short
I like
for the
that.
old one.
Yeah.
The oldest one.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's the middle one?
Oh no!
You think about it. Okay, old Crocpot said that Crackpot said that we would our minds would be blown by the advances. So perhaps and magical abilities and things that people have come up with here, perhaps they can easily figure out if people are disguised.
Okay, that's fair. That is a good insight. All right.
And
I mean, how many people can you disguise at the same time?
Well, I guess all of us. I would have to cast a level big spell.
Cool. Okay.
do we think that the cabin is out that way, or do we think it's deeper? We have to go deeper through the cave. I can't. I remember cave, and I remember cabin, and I don't remember how to get from one to the other.
Well, he didn't really specify, like, the architecture within the cave. We just have to find what leads out.
Okay.
Yes?
The spell I have is called Disguise Self. So I can do that to me.
Oh.
You're on your own.
I see. Also,
And
we
I
have to
don't-
wait to be processed.
You
too.
need to do that.
So we have to be processed. I don't know what that means.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna put on the helmet,
Me too.
put it on, and just sort of give a little rap on the door.
They don't notice. Like, it seems like the paint is very thick. However, as you sort of go over and give it a little tap, you can see people, like, putting papers together. One slings the bag over their shoulders. Like, it seems like they're getting ready to leave, perhaps, that first group of people.
Oh.
All right.
I'm gonna stand with my little face pressed against it, and then perhaps somebody will notice, say, who's that old cat with a helmet on? He shouldn't be there.
I
And
think it looks like they're about to come out. They'll probably process us, and we'll go in right after.
great, I'm just gonna push my face here.
All right.
A couple more moments, and they gather their things, and they go out the other door. They open that door, and one at a time, they kind of file through the opposite door. That door closes. Again, this is all happening quietly, like no sound at all. And the human man is still in there, so he didn't leave, and he's like sort of gathering up some papers and things.
You know,
couple things down. He kind of comes over, opens the door, slides open heavily. Hey, Unit 6, right?
Yeah.
It is.
You're like an hour early.
Oh.
Well, you know what they say, early is on time.
And you get the worm.
Yeah. All right, fine, whatever. I'll take you through, and then I'll treat myself to a long lunch. Come on in. And
All right.
Cheers.
he takes a couple steps inside. The moment that you step through the door, a couple things happen right away. Noki, you feel your mind get a little quiet. You can tell that your telepathy ability is being suppressed in here. And right away that sort of tells you that there's some magic dampening effects
Okay.
in this room.
Yeah.
And you have the thought that a disguise might have instantly disappeared after passing into this room. So you can tell right away you no longer can like sort of reach out with your mind there.
How am I gonna cheat on this test?
Is my armor okay?
Your armor's okay. It doesn't like shut down or anything, but you know. Okay, yeah, you can have a seat. Yeah, have a seat. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Professor.
I said Unit 6, right? You're Unit 6?
Yes,
right.
Unit 6.
Okay. He sort of looks up at you, and then down at a sheet that he has. Boy, these descriptions are fucking terrible. Broad shoulders, flowing hair.
Oh,
I mean, I guess compared to a kobold that hasn't got much hair, anybody's hair could be flowing.
true.
All right, let's just do this the easy way. Unit 6. Okay, which one of you is Marge Looper?
Yeah.
Right, Marge? Yeah! Okay, Marge. And then which one of you is Crumpet Dupree?
That would be me.
Okay, Crumpet Dupree. And then we got Ticky Tack.
It is I.
Ticky Tack, is that a nickname?
Nope.
All right. And that must make you sort of like Princess Poundingham.
My mother had a wicked sense of humor. She wanted a girl.
Sure. All right, I got everybody, so take a seat here.
Princess Poundingham, Tag, Crumpet,
Oh wait. Yeah, I gotta remember your names, huh?
and what were you?
Marge.
Marge.
I don't know.
Large princess and what?
No,
Marge Looper,
Looper.
Crumpet Dupree, Ticky Tack, and Princess Poundingham.
Oh god.
All right, now I'm sure as you all know, Maintenance Week's a big week for the Deep Flyer. Now, not only do we have to make sure everything's running smoothly for when the geniuses all get back, we gotta be hyper vigilant, okay? Because the #1 threat to Deep Flyer security is, say it with me, shapeshifters and doppelgangers. Good, that's right. Now, people are always trying to sneak in because there's a lot of valuable shit up there. Now, we get a lot of good tools for theft prevention, but when we let maintenance workers up there for Maintenance Week, we gotta be careful that somebody's not, pretending to be somebody else. Now, this is why the maintenance units are broken down into groups of 4, and why within each unit, everybody knows each other very well. That way, if somebody's acting hinky, something seems off, the others are gonna pick up on that right away. I know I'm telling you stuff you already know, but it's my job to make sure, so.
It's good to have a refresher.
Okay, we're gonna get through the boring stuff, and then I'll send you through, and you can finish up. You'll notice that in front of you are some pieces of paper. Now everybody grab a few. Toss down some pieces of paper.
Oh, we're
Oh
fucked.
no.
Go ahead and take 6 of them.
Okay.
Why
They're
is
just
that
blank
fun?
cards.
Taking notes is great.
It's not gonna be notes. It's gonna be facts about the people that we know so well.
Oh no.
Easy.
And once you grabbed a couple, I'll remind you that a couple months ago, you all filled out these forms. Pats a little envelope in his hand there. Where you wrote down a bunch of security questions that all of you know the answer to, in case you need to sniff out an imposter. Now, as a preliminary test, I'm gonna read a couple of these questions, and without speaking or conferring with each other at all, you're gonna write down the answers. So to be clear, I'm gonna read the question. Now then, I'm gonna write the question on the board. He turns around.
we've had some problems in the past with pronunciation or synonyms or whatever, so just so there's no confusion, I'm gonna read the question, and then I'm gonna write it on the board. And you notice he turns around and goes to write it on the board, like whatever the question is. Now, I read the question, I write the question, and then you all write the answers on your papers, and we make sure they match. Now, I don't want to hear anybody writing on their papers until I've turned back around from the board, yeah? We all clear on that?
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I don't know the answers. I'm only here to make sure that you all are on the same page. Quick, clean, we finish up, we're done, we all go on with our day. Yep?
Yep.
Understood.
Let's
Okay.
get it over with.
Now, from here on forward, I don't want to hear any noise. No talking, no shuffling around, and no writing until I turn back from the board. Everybody ready?
Yup.
All right. Takes out a sort of page from his file there.
Matt, real fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I have a very high sleight of hand. Is it feasible that I could actually write down an answer very quickly, quietly, with my high sleight of hand, and show it to people so that we're on the same page while his back is turned?
Theoretically possible. It's, like, as I mentioned, it's like dead quiet in here. So I'm not saying impossible, but that would not require an easy check.
Got it. Okay.
And I'm sorry. The idea being we all answered questions and then learned it about each other, and so we should all be answering the same thing.
Yeah, it's like Newlywed Game style.
Yup.
You all need to be writing the same answer.
But he doesn't
down.
know the right
He doesn't know the answer. He doesn't
just
have the
need to-
answers. He's just checking to make sure you all write the same thing down on your piece of paper.
Okay.
But we also don't know who it corresponds to. We have to make that.
Well, you don't know what the question, the nature of the questions is yet.
Oh my god.
Yes, great.
So
Cool.
you can't look
This
at
is
each other's
hilarious.
papers. There's dividers between you, so you can't look at each other's sort of papers there.
Okay.
But you can, yeah. So you have a moment when he goes to write to like look at each other. You can see each other over the dividers.
Okay.
Okay, why don't we get started here? First one, who is the designated leader of your unit? Who is the designated leader of your unit? Okay, write them down. Oh, here, sorry. I meant to give markers so you can, like,
Oh.
write them in bigger.
Oh.
Should take two there, yeah?
Yep, sorry, you got it.
Yeah, so try and write them big so you can, like, hold
I was
them
gonna
up.
say
yeah.
this is one answer per card.
Yeah, an answer
Okay.
per card. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see the cards. Crumpet Dupree. Excellent. Easy enough. Okay, next one. Which of the following is the correct number of swords that Tiki Tak owns back home? 16, 32, or 41? Which of the following is the correct number of swords that Tiki Tak owns? Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and write. Let's see. 32. Great. So far, so good. All right. What is Marge Looper's favorite downtime activity? What is Marge Looper's favorite downtime activity? Okay, let's take a look, or so write down first.
And if any of you chuckleheads get this wrong,
Note speaking. He, as you say that, and he says no speaking, he like makes a little mark off on a piece of paper. All right, let's see the answers. Sleeping, naps, sleeping and snoozing. Okay, naps. Okay. All right, let's go to the next question. Crumpet Dupree has a younger brother. What's the brother's nickname that all his friends call him? That's a cute one.
a nickname that all his friends call him. Crumpet Dupree. The brother, the younger brother. He's got a nickname. Number Crumpet Dupree is a younger brother. All his friends call him. Don't whisper. What is the nickname? Okay, go ahead and write. Okay, let's see him. Asparagus. Ah, that's cute. That's a cute nickname. Excellent. Okay. Where did Princess Poundingham get married? Oh, congratulations. Where did Princess Poundingham get married? Where did Princess Poundingham get married? All right, go ahead. Okay, let's see. Spain. Okay. I haven't been there. Is it nice? Sorry, you're not allowed to talk, but it must be nice. Okay. Okay. Crumpet has a scar on their left knee. How did they get the scar? Okay. Crumpet has a scar on the left knee. How did they get that scar? Okay, go ahead. All right, let's see it. Ball boy, softball, ball boy, softball. Is it? That's like junior league ball boy?
That is what I thought, yes.
All right, okay. All right, next question. Yeah, you can write on the backs if you.
Okay.
Marge has read her favorite book over 100 times. What's Marge's favorite book? What's Marge's favorite book? Go ahead. Let's see him. Teacher of Minds, Goblin's Guide to Puberty, A Goblin's Guide to Puberty, Goblin Puberty. Okay. If I speak directly to you, you can answer. Shop Teacher of Minds?
A Goblin's Guide to Puberty is the subtitle.
Oh, it's weird that the rest of them wrote the subtitle.
I agree.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh.
Guys!
Sorry.
Persuasion? 15.
15. Goblin's Guide. That does. Okay, that sounds familiar. I think that. All right.
It's a good book.
All right. This was sort of an odd one. All right. Rank the 5 senses, seeing, smelling, tasting, from the one Tiki Tack likes the most to the one they like the least. Rank the 5 senses. Let's see. Rank the 5 senses from the one Tiki Tack likes the most to the one Tiki Tack likes the least. All right, go ahead. All right, let's see them. Smell, sight, touch, taste here. Smell, sight, touch, taste here. Smell, sight, touch, taste here. Smell, sight, touch, taste, sound. I think think you're on the right track. You forgot what the sounding is.
Nice.
Yeah, the sound you made.
It's a sensation for me.
Alright.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Alright. Princess Poundingham loves to laugh. What was it that happened at the last job that made him laugh so hard they couldn't breathe? What was it that happened at their last job that made them laugh so hard they couldn't breathe? All right, go ahead. Okay, let's see him. Drooled grape juice. Grape and grape. Okay, I assume that's the same incident.
Of course.
The context is helpful because I don't know what's funny about a grape by itself. All right. Got just a couple more. Yep, you guys are doing great. One of Crumpet's biggest fears is undead creatures. Oof, me too. What two undead creatures has Crumpet seen in person within the last year that scared him half to death? Two undead creatures that scared Crumpet half to death. All right. What two undead creatures has Crumpet seen in the past year that scared him half to death? All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead. Got zombie mom and dad, mummy and a vampire, mom and dad. Mom and dad, zombie mom. What's mummy and vampire? Is that?
I got the story wrong. The mom, I thought the dad was the vampire, but I just got confused about the undead. Sometimes I tune out Crumpet when they talk.
Give me a persuasion check.
8.
8. I'm gonna have to make a note that may have to be updated in your file.
Okay.
That may delay your training. I'm just warning you now.
All right.
All right, just a couple more. What happened at Marge's last birthday party that she never wants to have a birthday party ever again? What happened? No whispering, only mouth. What happened at Marge's last birthday party? She never wants to have a birthday party again. Okay. All right, let's see him. Dead babysitter died, babysitter coughed and died. That is traumatizing. It's terrible. I'm sorry, Marge. That's awful. Okay, last one. Fill in the blank. This should be easy. Whenever I, Princess Poundingham, listen to the famous bard Maximilian Bosch, I like that guy. Whenever I listen to his incredible music, it always puts me in the mood to blank. Whenever I listen to the bard Maximilian Bosch's music, it puts me in the mood to blank. Go ahead. All right, let's see him. Boning baby mate. Yeah, okay.
It's a Tabaxi way of saying.
Dude, the Tabaxi said bone.
It's just... I find it more... accurate.
but you all filled out this form together.
Yes.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn it.
14.
14. All right. We did pretty good here. Gotta make a couple notes in your file. Okay, because there was some minor inconsistencies, I gotta bring this to the other room. I'll be right back. Sit tight, and then I'll let you through. We can continue on, yeah?
Sure thing.
All right, I'll be right back. He gets up, he goes to the door, locks it on the other side, leaves you guys in the room. It's soundproof in here. Like
Nobody can hear it.
Man, about princesses. Grape incident, huh? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, hilarious. We should go. Should we just go?
Sorry, I don't listen to you. Can I sort of look around to see if there's anything that is recording us?
Give me a perception check.
CCTV.
17.
17. Nothing recording. There's a little vent up in the corner that's sort of letting air into the room. But...
I'm gonna stretch and point to the vent. I really do I like your stories, but I sometimes zone out a little bit because they're a little long-winded. You guys are gonna back me up there, right?
Of course.
Always.
What does it say for the audience?
It says they know what we look like.
Oh, that guy?
So we stay.
Okay.
A little bit of time passes, a little sort of tense, uncomfortable time as you wait. Sort of getting a little nervous that...
I feel like the more information, the worse.
But he said he'd send us on our way. We'll never see him again, hopefully, and we get closer to the cabin.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, man.
My back from the manual labor of it all.
Of writing on the papers?
No, of my job as a
mechanic.
maintenance worker, silly
Yes.
Marge.
Pounding him, you're always so astute with your body.
Door clicks back open. Sorry, I'm about to wait. Okay, I think you're all cleared to go. So I'll get you through.
Of course.
Now, Unit 6, I said, right? Yeah, Unit 6.
Yes.
And we said Crumpet was the leader of the group, right? Designated leader Crumpets.
That's me.
Excellent. Okay, so that's gonna make you 1 for the unit.
All right.
Who's 2?
Oh, that would be Marge.
Marge 2. Who's 3?
Gus.
Thank you. It's Princess.
I'm sorry, Gus.
Princess.
Yeah. That's just a nickname.
Princess
sorry.
Gus pounding him.
Because, of course, my mother gave me Princess. I don't look like a princess. I look like an old man.
Princesses like to get gussied up.
Give me a deception check.
Are you freaking
Serious.
Oh my god, it's 6!
Okay, well, don't go rushing in there because you did come early. So you're gonna see the others across the walkway. Make sure that they're processed first before you head up there.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Everybody give me an insight check as you're walking out.
God.
I'm so sorry.
Fucking boned
Well, let's just kill him.
Oh shit, that's gone.
9.
Insight. 14.
Even with disadvantage, 23.
16.
I would say Himothy is the only one able to pick up on you, the kind of last one out the door. And as he's sort of like writing along in his file, he just kind of... And you can see that like it's sort of his job to sniff out inconsistencies and something... He's not like on high alert, but just something seems a little off to him. Just seems a little a couple of the questions didn't totally match up, plus sort of a name flub. Like you can tell he's got a little suspicion about him.
Do we go out the way we came or through the other
through
door?
the next door. That's the
Okay.
one he motions to. He motions
Right.
to the other door.
Okay,
Little
great.
rap on my little.
Guys head out in that direction. The door opens. Close it behind you. And you're in a little area where you could quietly talk to each other.
And now has that feeling that the telepathy.
Yes, when you pass through, your mind kind of opens back up. You can feel the telepathy coming back to you.
Guys, I think he's onto us a little bit.
I'm really sorry.
Way to go, Crumpet.
I really blew it. This is why I shouldn't be number one.
No, you're
Worry,
doing it's
Mr.
great.
Dupree, you've got it. It's all good.
Maybe they'll just keep an extra eye on us, but if we maintain our names correctly and order, what was it that he said? You, me, you,
2, 3,
you.
4.
Crumpet, Marge, pounding him.
Ticky-tack.
Ticky-tack, thank you.
All right.
And also, come here, you idiots.
Greater restoration.
Ah, wow.
That was very big of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I didn't want him putting his foot in his mouth like this one.
This door, where you pass into, you were previously contained in this kind of nice little office that you were in there. But now you step into an enormous open chamber. Like an entire hillside has been carved out, hollowed out. There's pillars and supports. There's stone walkways that make you feel like you're on your way to see some dwarven king of great renown. It's that sort of grandiose. I'd like you guys to throw your monitors on for me and show you what we're kind of looking at here.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So you are coming through where I am right now. So this is the view that you guys are seeing. So you come out, and there's a little walkway around the left-hand side here. And out here in the distance, up at the top of this stairwell, is the 4 other people that were in the room before you. The 2 kobolds, the gnome, and the dwarf. And there's a couple of uniformed officers up at the top of the stairs that are sort of inspecting them, they sort of give the helmets a shake, make sure they're sort of on their head, just sort of giving them inspection. One of the officers seems to be like asking him a couple more questions, sort of nodding his head along. This is all kind of happening in the distance. As you take a couple steps forward, you can look over the balcony, and down below
Oh, man.
is a massive sort of interior underground lake with a little kind of cabin-like building off to the side.
Yeah.
And a subsurface transport of some kind at the bottom here. So that is where the sort of subsurface thing is that Crocpot mentioned. So you're not totally sure whether this sort of area up here connects back around down there somewhere, and you're not sort of sure how this thing is all kind of put together, but this is what you're seeing. And he told you to stay back, so you guys are kind of here on the edge, sort of you can see up to where they're being inspected, you can also see down over the edge, and that's what you guys are looking at. And you can still talk. There's nobody immediately around you that you can't talk.
Quick question. Do you, Himothy, have the spell Greater Invisibility?
No, I have normal invisibility.
That's too bad.
Why?
I was going to put Crocpot on my back, cast Greater Invisibility, and then my flying, zip down there to the cabin. Bypass all of this.
I can.
But, and I was saying, you could cast it on Noki and then get on him. He'd technically be carrying you. But, alas, it does not work.
I think it could still work, because I can cast invisibility on us too.
You can do it on both of you?
Yes. And it lasts longer than greater invisibility. It's a whole hour.
Oh, very cool.
Yes. We just can't do anything after we've cast it. You can do whatever you want.
We want to do that
Wouldn't
and
we
bypass
immediately
all
get
of
into
this?
horrible trouble by not being on the next...
They're not expecting the other team for an hour.
That's right.
Have they looked at us from across the way?
They are still inspecting the group ahead of you at the moment.
I say we do it.
You think so?
Crockpot, what's your say?
How do we get down there? What are you talking about?
I'm going to fly.
Only one, though. I can't fly.
You shape shift and I invisibility us both immediately.
Everybody give me perception checks, by the way.
Push each other over the edge.
You go!
Here we go. perception.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you walk through, we could say it sort of took us like a time.
17.
21.
16.
Yeah, that's huge. Let's see what it would have been. 18 or a 2. You saved me.
That is 14.
14. Okay. So pretty good perceptions around the board. A couple things that you guys notice, and most notably, so off to your left, there is a waterfall kind of coming down here, but off to your left, there's a little area up there that has these kind of stone pillars, and there's some tables up there, and between the pillars, you spot what look like crossbows peeking out. So there's clearly some like sentries up there, which isn't sort of totally out of the character for a place like this. There's definitely some sentries up there that have crossbows of some kind. In addition, across the way where the people are being inspected, you see someone from the other side, so not part of the group that's being inspected, and not the 2 officers that were there sort of assessing them. Someone kind of jogs up and
shit.
and like disappears again after whispering something in the 2 officers' ears. The officer sort of, and he looks off into the distance to sort of see you guys on the other end of this walkway. He can't he can shout, but he doesn't shout, but he looks over, and then he sort of says something to you.
We've been made.
We can still do it. They won't be able to watch us before we can get up to the sky.
Crossbows right there.
They can't see us if we hug the wall.
Can they see us?
I mean, they can see you where you are. Your guys are here on the edge, but if you were to hug the wall, they'd have to look over the edge to see you.
Okay. Well, we could mosey back there, make to hug the wall, like we're going to just sit and wait, and then do it.
I'll do another pass without trace right now, too, to give us a little extra edge.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna be quite clanky.
Do you want to do this, or do you want to be a stalwart worker?
I think I blew it. I think I blew it.
You want to just...
It wasn't just you. Everybody made mistakes. Well, some of us made mistakes.
I'm gonna put the
mostly
blessing of
that.
the trickster on you for
Okay.
advantage on stealth.
All right, so neutral.
There you
And
go.
plus 10.
And he has a
plus
pass
10.
without trace.
Okay.
Okay, so we're really doing this.
So are we doing? What are we doing?
So
I think we ought to.
you have
Because
to
we need to
shape
find the ignition sequence in the cabin first.
We
I
can do it
know,
while
that's
invisible.
what we're
Okay.
going while invisible.
Okay,
Well,
but
some
how-
of us will. You and I will not be invisible the whole time, okay?
To be big enough to carry you, like a giant eagle or something.
Yes, I mean, I'm not super heavy, but something that can carry me.
So let's meander over to the wall, sort of thing. Gus is gonna walk
You do
over,
so.
and sort of like sit as on the wall, like
Leaning
underneath.
against the wall, yeah.
If we want a full hour, I can cast this and make everyone invisible
You can.
for big usages of my magic source.
Okay.
So I will do that. But
let's
then
do
just
it.
be aware you can't attack anyone or cast anything, otherwise it'll drop immediately.
Okay.
My wild shape. Would I know
You need to
whether-
do that first.
Right, but then am I stuck as a giant eagle?
If you were to unwild shape, I think you would go out of invisibility.
Giant eagles are pretty giant. I'm gonna get stuck somewhere. I'm not gonna be able to.
You just float in the air and
As
That
you guys are
makes
chatting, you
noise.
hear some foot. You hear just like you sort of saw someone run in behind those people. You hear like some, and it's above you. It's like up, kind of where those sentries were. You hear some fast footsteps.
Got like
say the word.
30 seconds
Say the word.
To do it. Do it.
Okay, your flying eagle flies down. You perch somewhere while we go get the code. And when we come out with the code,
I can bring you back up.
bring us back up or we all get into the
submarine.
into the
Let's go
submarine.
now.
I turn into a giant eagle.
Have to scream when you jump.
But I really like it.
You don't have to scream when you want.
It feels really good when I change. I don't think you would understand.
Okay, let's get to. So you guys roll.
The squaw.
Oh my god.
And Himothy. And then you're turning into an eagle there.
Giant eagle.
I will fly. Steps of Night shouldn't do anything. I will cast it on myself and scoop you up.
But Steps of the Night doesn't break invisibility?
It's not. It's a bonus action. It's not a spell, but I'll do it right now.
Yeah, just
When he transforms, I'll do it right now.
Actually, you know what?
I think you can change invisibility.
I could change back into.
It just says when you attack or cast a spell.
Okay.
It ends.
Okay.
Because my thing isn't a spell.
It's an ability?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
you
okay.
can take
The
it.
domain.
Attack or cast a spell are the two things that break invisibility, as well as losing concentration on invisibility.
Um,
Those are the only-
So actually, I think I'm not gonna change into knowing this.
Okay.
Giant spider maybe instead.
Okay.
Can
with
you
a
carry? Can you carry
Well,
somebody?
with a strength of
14.
It's 15 times. That sounds like plenty. It's 15 times the strength score, I think.
I weigh less than 100, so yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for
that's,
you.
that's 210. I would definitely be able to.
Okay, so I'm because in the idea that like I could kind of be a little more quiet, like with the spider going up
Yes,
and down
perhaps.
the wall.
Oh,
yeah,
rather
I mean, you
than,
definitely
rather
be
than,
able
like,
to spider climb. Yep.
Yeah. So I'll just be able to, yeah, because it says I can climb difficult surfaces upside down, including ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
A little slope over here.
There we go. And it's a giant. What size is it? Is it large or huge?
It's a large beast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ew. You're like, I'll turn into an eagle. I look away and then
Okay.
She love action. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So as you guys some spells, you get into your spider form, and are you casting invisibility?
As Talon, a 5th level spell.
Level spell. As you guys are sort of getting yourselves
And I did already do the pass without trace. I cast that.
Great.
before.
As you guys are getting yourselves ready, you hear like some footsteps up above, and you look up to see some of those people pointing the crossbows over the edge, and all of you disappear, and like a volley of shots go out. They're all going to be with disadvantage because you are invisible. However, in addition to just the regular crossbow bolts, the bolt leaves the bow and immediately starts to kind of glow purple. There's some kind of like arcane bolts that they're shooting. So there was 3 of them, and Crocpot was in the back. No, Gus was the closest to the wall, so they don't shoot at Gus.
Okay.
They're gonna do disadvantage shots on the other 3 of you here.
My AC went down to 14.
That is a 8 to hit on Crocpot. So as soon as it hits the ground next to you, it kind of makes a little like pulse around. This is an attack on the giant spider. Disadvantage. This is a 13.
Oh my god, it just misses.
Another purple pulse hits the rock, and then finally, 15 to hit.
That hits.
15 will hit. Okay.
It doesn't break it unless I lose my concentration, though.
Okay. So there's 2 different kinds of damage. There's the piercing damage from the bolt, and then force damage from the force of the.
So 2 instances of concentration.
Yes.
And this, but you do get to use your Warcaster still.
Yeah.
Yes,
I get
because you're in everything. Yep.
Wait,
And I'm
no,
not
it's one
because he
attack.
made a
it's two
restoration.
check.
It's 2 separate sources of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
4 piercing damage.
Okay. So that's gonna be that clears. That's a 12 right there.
Excellent. And then the force damage, and you can feel like it pushes you a little bit and has kind of a weird debilitating effect, which we'll get to. But that is 3 force damage.
Okay. That's a 19.
19. And give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, and that was a 7 total, right?
Yeah, 4 to
yeah.
3.
Okay, so that's gonna be bring it over this. Okay, and then a concentration saving throw.
Constitution saving.
Oh,
throw.
concentration. Yeah. Okay. Is this to maintain anything? No, it's just so I don't.
Constitution saving, regular old.
So that's gonna be 18.
18.
Nice.
Will pass. Excellent. Great. Okay, so you go, and you can hear, "Go down, invisible, invisible."
I'm gonna,
people kind of, so you see the people at the end of the walkway, like the 2 officers push all the people with helmets aside, like, whoa, as people kind of march along the walkway, like looking around to see.
And telepathy,
you can hop up
get on my
the back.
back. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll honestly just kind of very quietly try to. Did they see me as a spider? I suppose. I guess they made a shot.
The ones at the end of the walkway, no. The ones shooting down from above, yes, probably. Okay, so the 2 of you, let's roll initiative here. But you guys are invisible currently.
Alright.
Spiders are bad. I keep my.
Mental scores as a spider. Yeah.
20 to 25. Crocpot got a 20.
Nice.
Damn.
15 to 19.
17.
I'm sorry. Who's Crocpot? From the.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, guys!
Oh my god.
10 to 14.
Crocpot, then Himothy?
No.
No.
Oh, sorry.
14.
Gus.
14 is the, we'll call them sentries.
Okay. 5 to 9.
I got a 9.
7. So. And then
9 for Himothy, 7 for.
5 will say officers. We're gonna add those here too. At the end of the walkway, there's a couple of those officers.
I like this, guys. This is cool. I like this.
Officers on the stairs there that were kind of coming down.
I think
this is the right call. I think
Oh, yeah, this is
our
fine.
asses got made. So
I legit felt like Troy in Community, where he's like, "We're just learning about the fight."
Think of another word.
think of another word.
So much rock in here.
That's what I thought of.
Okay, who's at the top here?
Crockpot.
Crockpot, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh wait, I can't cast anything. Okay, I can't cast
No
or
spells,
attack.
no attacks. Those break.
Hey, golly, I think then I'm just going to. I think Flash of Genius is a reaction, which would be good. You can use a reaction. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Pat Gus on the head. And,
Go, princess, go.
You feel like the weight of Crockpot's armor kind of on your back. Okay, anything else?
no.
Okay, who's next?
Me.
I lost. There we go. All right, Gus.
I am going to, with Crockpot on my back.
You activating steps. Of
I'm
Night.
gonna do Steps of Night. Yep.
Great.
And Crockpot on my back. I'm going to go 30 feet. Well, I probably slowed a little bit, right?
No, I think Crockpot's within your carrying.
Okay, great. Then I'm
There's
gonna
30
go, 30 feet.
So you're now
And-
hovering over the chasm here.
I'm gonna basically go straight across. I'm gonna hug the wall, I guess.
Okay.
Actually,
Wall.
but just go down, like
Okay,
straight
straight
down. I'm trying to get all the way down there. 30 feet, and I'll dash, and I'll use my feline agility. I'm
Okay,
like trying to
so
get
that's- so
all the way
60
down
feet.
towards the ground.
Great. So that gets you. I mean, it's pretty far up. That was 60 feet there, so you're still.
So if I'm dashing, it should be 90 feet, right?
So it was 30 to get like to the edge, kind of,
Oh,
and then
great.
another 60 down.
Perfect.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
great. There we go.
Okay. Great.
All right, sentries.
The sentries. All right. They. Give me. Crockpot doesn't need to do it because you're on the back. Give me a stealth check, and you're still. Still
Pass
past
without
that
a
trace.
trace?
You do have to be within it, but I'm gonna say the stealth check happened before you jumped off the edge because she has to stay within what? I
30
believe
feet,
so.
I think.
Yeah.
For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including
Yes, for the duration. So it has to be. But I'm gonna
Do
say
I
this
have
is within
advantage
30.
with like invisibility too?
No, but I'm taking that into account.
Okay, got it. Cool.
So this is still with the pass without trace.
So that's a 19.
Including pass without trace?
those 10.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. 19, okay. So quickly you gotta... Okay, so the sentries do not sort of hear that, and they're gonna just sort of try their luck. You hear one of them shout like, "Another volley! Another volley!" And they're gonna fire 2 disadvantaged shots at Himothy and Noki. At the spider, that is a 17, even with
That will hit.
disadvantage.
How much HP is this spider?
4 piercing damage
26.
and 5 force damage.
So 9 total.
So do I still not take force damage with my brooch as part of it?
This isn't like polymorph, so I'm gonna say that you maintain that.
So force. Oh wait, is it? Am I just resistant?
You're resistant.
You're resistant. 4
Yeah.
piercing, and then what did I say?
Yeah.
5 down to 2 force damage.
So 4 plus 2, 6 total.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm concentrating on pass without trace.
Great. Do that
2 of
first.
those. Wait, 9 plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll
Wow.
do it. And the second source of damage.
Natural 1.
Okay. Pass without trace disappears.
Okay.
And then I need you to give me the Constitution saving throw that I had Himothy do.
You got this. You got it.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
That's an important one. Like,
Yeah.
you get
Nobody
So you
has a
get
pass
pulsed
without
by
trace.
that, and now the attack on Himothy here. 7 to hit
No.
there.
Oh
So
my god.
another little purple sparking energy. Okay, who's up after the sentries?
Himothy.
Himothy.
Okay. I'm gonna just hold on for dear life.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is this doesn't count as a spell or an attack, so I'm going to invoke duplicity, Himothy halfway down the bridge,
Okay.
as if he's like running toward where the other guys were.
Is that a spell?
That's
It is
No,
not
it's
a spell.
my channel divinity. So it's within 30 feet of me. So I'm gonna place it 30 feet away from us, as if he's running down the bridge.
Is your thing concentration? You're flying.
No, it just lasts only a minute.
Great. Okay.
So-
Yeah, I was just double checking, but
Gotta
that's
make
good.
sure that we
What's the
count.
range on?
Oh wait, hold on. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna.
okay.
I would lose my concentration on invisibility.
Oh, it is concentration.
It is concentration.
Okay. You're like, ha! Oh shit!
Okay, so in that case, all I'm gonna do is hold on, and I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay, you may do so. Excellent. Also, just so for my clarification, what level did you cast invisibility at?
Fifth. Yeah, I'm Talon.
I'm Talon.
3, 4, 5. Great, excellent. Okay.
Noki.
Okay, Noki.
Trying to very quietly and slowly go straight for the banister and over.
So it's 10 feet to get to the edge.
Oh yeah, what's my movement speed? Yeah, speed and climb are both 30 feet.
So there's 20 feet. So that's your regular movement there.
Now, I guess, like, can I take a hide action, or would it?
You could attempt to take a hide action.
I guess it'd be better to take a dodge action.
I mean, you are invisible. They
That's
have
what I'm
had
saying, like-
disadvantage on their attacks already because you're invisible.
What would hide? Then how would hide like a hidden?
They might just like there's only a reasonable amount of even like guessing at where you are, which just make it even hard for them to even guess at where you are.
Then yeah, I'll try to take a hide action.
So sacrificing a little extra movement to just take the hide action. Great. Both of you give me stealth checks.
Okay. So no, you don't add anything.
Come on. Actually, I'm not using the die.
It has a stealth skill in here. Mine is a little better.
That's good.
But it's dexterity based, which is replaced by the creature. I think physical stats are replaced.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah,
right.
it's
Am I
your
correct on that?
int, whiz, and charisma stay, right?
Let me just-
Unless you polymorph, and then I become dumb as a bridge.
Your statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast. You retain all of your skill and saving throw proficiencies.
Okay. I'm proficient in stealth.
Yes. Is the spider proficient in stealth?
Says
said you
skill
retained it.
stealth.
Then that is. So you're still using this. You still keep the proficiency, but you're not using your scores. You're using his scores. But if he's already proficient, then you're using the spider's scores. Just use that
Okay.
one.
Just use that.
Yep.
Come on, buddy.
12. As you're sort of skittering down, there's just the rocks are a little loose and like just a little trickle of rock kind of going down. I mean, it's not much, but it's also not nothing.
Yep.
And I got a nat 20.
Great.
Nice.
Remaining as
You're
quiet
loud.
as possible.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Is that the officers next there?
Yes.
All right. The officers both kind of take out these whistle.
God, you guys. We're gonna end up fighting
And they
anyway.
start to.
I think we can't fight at this point. There's a lot of people. Unless we get them on the bridge and then lightning bolts.
Ooh, yeah.
You got these silly
Oh, look how cute. They're like little bellhop boys.
Yeah. Okay, great. They're kind of charging down. Okay, back to the top for now.
All right, Crocpot.
Crockpot.
So Noki just made a bit of noise, right?
Noki, like you could see, if you kind of looked up, you could see like some rocks like trickling down the side of it.
If I take a second to look up at like the sentries and folk, can I tell if they're like zoning in on that sound at all?
Give me a perception check.
15 plus perception, 21.
21. It looks like one of them sort of just caught a little sight of something moving down there and is sort of pointing the crossbow in that direction.
Okay.
But the other one's still searching.
Okay. Can I just get a big aerial view here, real quick?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, I think I'm going to. If I were to like use the help action or anything, is there a way that I can protect Gus from any like arrows or anything that are like flowing around or anything?
Yeah, I would say you can kind of try and sort of bear hug or sort of backpack Gus in a way that sort of blocks shots from hitting Gus.
Yeah. Okay. Like have my gauntlet up over their head and stuff. Okay. Cool.
I would say that gives Gus cover.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. That sounds great.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Gus.
Gus.
Okay, I am gonna continue to fly down 30 feet.
There's 30 there.
Okay,
Getting
I'd
very
like
close to the next walkway there.
Dash to the next walkway. I still want to be hovering because I'm
30
quiet.
feet. Yep, you're just above the walkway
Perfect.
there.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
So that's perfect.
Excellent. Okay.
Do I, while I'm down here, do I see anybody sort of over by the cabin?
Give me a
Do I see
perception
people
check.
here?
Yeah, good question.
Nat 20.
Nat
Let's
20.
go.
In this little doorway here, which appears to be the doorway into the cabin as it's being called, you see a little shadow of something sort of humanoid in shape, and you're immediately sort of trying to figure out what it is. But the way it's moving is like,
Okay.
it seems like constructy in nature. There's some kind of guardian of that sort of area where perhaps those, what do they call it? The ignition sequence is capped. There's some kind of
Okay.
mechanical guardian there.
Okay, I'll tell Crocpot.
Great. Sort of whisper that over your shoulder to Crocpot.
Got it.
Okay, who's next? Sentries, okay. The one that sort of saw a little bit of the trickle sort of reaches into a pocket. This sort of purple pulse. And it's going to make a little AoE explosion. I need dexterity saving throws from the two people up there as it makes kind of a
Oh my gosh.
20-foot sphere.
Let's
here.
go, guys.
Shit.
You got it.
Stay with this guy. Come on, baby.
I use the spider.
Oh no, guys.
Okay.
10.
5.
And 10. Those are both going to fail. So you guys are going to take...
Oh my god.
Luckily, it's force damage. That's going to be good news. 16 force damage. Have to 8.
We're down to 8.
And I need both of you to make a second dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna roll for my concentration really quick.
Yep,
on
you can do that.
So it's to be 16 or 10. That's a 19.
Great, perfect.
Okay,
And another
one.
dexterity saving throw. Yep.
God.
19. Well, the spider makes it. So that is to be knocked prone by the force of the explosion. So Himothy kind of gets knocked, and you can
I
feel him kind of falling off your back there.
Couple legs out of my 8.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Himothy kind of feels like he's sort of falling to the rock there, and he grabs, you sort of grab the rock, and you can feel a spider tendril like wrap around you. And you can, so you have Himothy kind of in your clutches there.
Okay.
But you prevent either of you from sort of sliding down
Nice.
the side of the hill there.
Oh no.
The other one, you see go over to the edge, and he does like, first of all, you can see at this point that these are like Harengon. They're like little rabbit folk creatures that are here with these.
shit.
And this one jumps up and puts something underneath his feet. And he has like a little floating disc that he's sort of riding on up here.
That's
and he's
Oh my
gonna
god, he's a firelight. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, true.
So he had to activate that with an action. So 30 feet of movement, and that's it. That's his turn. Okay, who's next?
We gotta get some of those. Himothy.
Let's go.
I'm gonna try to secure myself back on Noki,
You can do so. Yep, he's got you in it. So he sort of puts you back on his back there.
and then
rid
honestly,
of this.
there's not too much to do besides I'm gonna take another dodge action.
Okay.
And that's I think that's it.
Okay. Who's next?
Noki.
Noki.
All right, I'm gonna continue to try to stealthily move down. 30 feet.
There's 30. Give me a stealth check.
Very good. 7, 24.
Okay, knowing that the
Nice.
rocks are a little loose now, you sort of choose your spots a little more carefully. Lower yourself down. That's 30 feet.
And then I think for this early stage here, I'm gonna try a hide action.
Okay. Go ahead. And
No, just go.
I don't want to get hit every round.
Got hit the last time.
12 again.
Okay, just difficult to sort of find a
didn't
perfect
roll
spot
for it.
there. Okay.
All right.
Okay, who's next?
Officers.
Officers. Tweet, 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 tweet. Oh, I can't do it at the same time there.
One
Oh,
one's
stop.
right off the pathway.
Deselect. There we go.
Dummy.
60 feet with a dash. Feet. This one, 60 feet. And you can hear, because they're sort of just up above you a little bit, you can hear one say, "I'll get the door!" And this one's going to turn toward this little set of doors here.
Get that door.
Okay. Who's next?
Crocpot again.
Crocpot.
Line up.
Okay, how far are we from our buddies up above us?
Like in a direct line, not too far. You're about like 70, 75 feet.
Okay. And how long is this walkway? Just so we know, like how how long we've got to go.
Yeah, I mean, not short, about 100 feet.
Okay, so like a turn-ish.
All right, we gotta start planning for what we do with the automaton while we try to find these things.
Yes.
Just start cooking, Gus. You're doing great.
All right.
Cool. Good talk.
And then I'll just use the cover, like the help action again.
You may. Okay.
Or spell, right? Attack.
Gus.
It's Gus.
Any attack.
Okay, I am going to do what I do best. Dash.
There's 30, and then you want it to stay above, not.
I don't want, yeah, because I
Great,
want
so
to
just
like,
above the walkway.
float so that nobody can hear me. I want to
good.
minimize everything there.
Okay, you get to about there, 60 feet, still hovering above.
Great.
Man, you guys are making good time.
Yeah, we are.
It's the sentries.
It's like you gotta put some
Okay.
distance on there.
Okay, the sentries. This other one is going to, the one that threw the sort of grenade last time, is going to. Okay. 30 feet. This one is going to. 30 feet. Okay, so he, with a 12,
It's stealth
And this
high.
is stealth is super high.
Yep. Super high. What I want is, we've got the sort of directions colors here.
Okay.
He's guessing. He unloads another one of those kind of pulse grenades, and he's gonna throw it. And I'm gonna say if it lands on anything but red, so he has a 3 out of 4 chance to just get, because it has a pretty big AOE, so he's got a chance, but he's kind of just guessing. So anything but red.
Holy shit.
I need dexterity saving throws from both of you.
This doesn't count as a ranged weapon attack, right? Or
It's a saving throw, right? It's an AoE.
hold on, as a it's not a ranged weapon attack. Sorry.
What is it on?
Gloves of missile snaring. If I could.
No, because it's also not an attack on you.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be an attack roll, which it is not.
Okay. Go. Okay.
8.
9.
You both fail. Okay.
Jesus.
12, 13 force damage.
Okay.
Down to 6.
Yep, for you.
God, I'm still in spider, but barely.
Concentration.
Roll for concentration. So that's too big. 8 passes 10.
Okay, and then dexterity saving throws again for the prone condition.
Come on. Please.
19.
That will pass.
5.
Okay,
Oh my
once,
gosh, Talon!
once again, Himothy just kind of dangles just out of sort of reach of the spider, and you just snatch and put him back on your back there.
Noki, I don't like this.
Okay, that is the sentry's turn.
Okay, Himothy.
Himothy. And now you've got this one. He can't see you. You can see that he's sort of looking around for any. So he's got that little floating disc underneath him, but he doesn't see exactly where you are.
I'm just taking the dodge action if
Okay.
someone fires.
Okay.
I'm not him. That's it.
Great.
Noki.
Noki.
All right.
Oh, and
Here we
securing
go.
myself on him.
First movement, 30 down.
Okay. 30 feet gets you to about
I'm
there.
going to use feline agility to do another 30.
Okay.
Mark that off. And yeah, let's dash.
Okay. So another
I want
30.
to kind of stay, maybe go exactly west and stay kind of a little
On
bit
the
above,
wall
yeah,
there.
on the wall.
You can do
as
that,
I
yep.
can. Yeah. So
Okay. Both of you give me a stealth check just to see if you sort of any rocks trickle down in your general vicinity.
No.
I have rolled a 5 so many times. 12.
I rolled a 2, so 7.
Okay, again, like you're invisible, but you can see he turns. He'll be able to guess. Again, he's sort of guessing, but definitely the wall is made of too soft a material, like little bits of soil are trickling down.
All right, it's the officers.
Okay, the officers. This one's gonna kind of work his way over here.
Droppy. That's why I wanted to stay like
He gets up on the railing to sort of be a spotter there, and this one's gonna.
Now, what's behind these doors?
I'm opening the other.
And he's gonna go in there, and you sort of can't figure out what he's doing at the moment. Okay, what's next?
Top of the order with Crocpot.
Okay.
I'm going
feeling on
to use, if it's an action, I'm gonna take out I kept my smut book.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it out of my pack and just give it a little kiss and toss it into the water.
Okay.
and like try to create enough noise.
Splash or
yeah,
something?
that maybe distracts from the noise of my
Okay,
companions.
that I would say that's easy enough. Give me a either sleight of hand or performance, whichever you prefer. Because as soon as you let it go, like the book
Yeah.
loses the invisibility, but you can sort of try and chuck it in a way that it's not immediately obvious that it was a book that was sort of thrown there.
Okay, I'm gonna do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Fuck. It's a 6.
It clips the railing, and because of that, the book sort of flops, and some pages like, and it's just like it's obvious that it's a book,
Nice
and then the book falls into the water.
Maybe they'll be compelled to read it and jump in the water.
That's possible.
Okay, and then, so yeah, as we're like approaching the cabin here, is there like a clear entrance? There's like a bunch of these holes, but
You
like,
were, yeah. So I mean, these aren't really holes.
Oh.
It's the edge of the map there.
Okay.
This door is the entrance to the cabin.
okay, got it.
These are like windows that you can sort of see into the cabin. But
Okay.
from your angle, you can't really see the opening of the door there.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
Is it good? Attempt, maybe it'll do something.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that Gus next?
Yeah.
Okay, Gus.
I'm gonna dash, but I
Would
want
you
to
like
kind of
to cut
dash
the corner?
diagonally.
Great.
Yeah, because it's not a huge drop
Nope,
right there,
it's
right?
not. Yep, 30 feet even gets you like over, you know,
Forge.
the top. Great, that's
Yeah, I
30.
don't want to be too far away from the ground. If something happens to me or Crocpot, I don't want us to fall and kill ourselves.
Would you like to dash?
I would love to.
And I can have you come lower if you'd like.
Yeah, just a little.
Okay.
But I'd like to be closing some distance.
Yeah,
so that's
I mean, you
good.
took a pretty direct route there to the stairs.
Additionally, if I used my wand of magic missile, would that count as an attack?
I don't think so. Definitely wouldn't count as attack. Read the text on it.
It says this wand has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast the magic missile spell from it.
To cast it, that is casting a spell
Okay,
from there.
cool.
Yeah. Also, even without not turning invisible, it would be very obvious where the magic missiles were coming
Totally.
from. so
I
it
was
also-
I was just thinking for the
Yeah, for the
construct.
invisibility.
For the walls?
Oh, for the construct.
for the construct, not the guards. But that's great. Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, sentries.
All right, the sentries.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna kind of float down here. One of them, I think, needs to dash. He's up high. There's 60 feet. And then this one's gonna do that same thing where he's gonna drop 30.
Are we doing okay?
And then he's gonna toss
I'd take another big grenade.
a grenade. He's gonna call a color for me.
Oh no.
Green. Anything but green. You see the grenade coming down, and the spider. Who's next?
Himothy.
Himothy.
Same old, same old.
Okay.
Holding on, dodging.
Noki.
Noki.
Yeah, direct kind of west
Okay, there's 30. Did you want to dash?
and a dash.
There's 60 along the wall there. Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, give me stealth checks, both of you.
Okay.
It wasn't a 5.
It was a 4.
Nat 20?
Okay.
Yay!
7 is 11.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're looking down at that walkway almost with envy because of the solid. Like, as long as you crawl along the wall, it continues to kind of blow your sort of cover there, just from the weight of the spider.
With a nat 20, if I see one of his legs knock a thing loose, can I grab it with the, or grab the rock that's...
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it helps
okay.
a little bit. Okay.
Officer.
The officers, okay. You can't really see what we're doing up there. We'll get back to them. So who's after the
Crocpot.
officers? Crocpot?
Yeah.
They've been
Still. Actually, how far am I from my other companions?
You are... we'll call it 60 feet.
Okay, and how far are we from the door now? If Gus were to just kind of be
On
like.
a straight diagonal, 65, but you might need to just go around a little bit. So like 70 feet-ish.
Okay,
Gus, yeah, just to make sure that our friends get there, but you should go inside the cabin. Drop me off before this next set of stairs.
Okay, but you would be awful loud.
Himothy, help me with that a little bit.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, thanks. Good Gus.
All right, Gus.
Are you holding anything? You're good to.
I guess I'm just holding to like kind of hoist off of Gus.
Sure, yeah, you can let
Yeah.
yourself drop. As long as Gus doesn't fly too high, like it's easy for you to just drop to the ground.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
quietly. Gus.
Gus?
Okay, so where I've like kind of lower Crocpot down to the ground, like right on
There's
the
30 feet
stairs
takes you
right
right to the
there?
top. So Crocpot, is that where
Perfect.
you wanted to
I'm
drop
gonna,
there?
Yeah, is that where you want?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
great.
Then as gently, like literally, basically land,
Right.
and then so Crocpot
Give
doesn't
me
have
a
to
stealth check,
fall down
Crocpot,
at
yep.
all.
Stealth check. 5.
Okay. Your metal boots kind of hit the ground, and it makes a little bit of noise just because it's not super loud in here, but it's not a ton of kind of.
Okay.
Okay. And that was just your movement. So Gus, continuing.
Gus is like, yikes, and he's gonna dash
Right.
towards the door.
As Gus turns around the corner to sort of get a look at what you might be up against, that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh my God! It's 10 o'clock.
No.
This isn't going great.
But it's not going the worst. At least we're all up still.
I know, but like,
The good news, from what you can tell, is there is only one subsurface vehicle in this area.
So
if
once
you can
we-
get into it and get out of here, it'll be hard for something to follow you.
Yeah.
So you just
but
need
we have
you
to
need,
get
you
in
need to get in there, find whatever these ignition sequence is that
in the cabin.
in the cabin. Yep, that's correct. And then you need to get into the subsurface vehicle.
Yeah, the problem is we've gone so many rounds, like not even touching them, and like he's down on almost nothing.
That's what we're gonna pick up. It's gonna be great.
Also,
Come
I
on.
realized casting invisibility, I didn't roll the d4 to lose that max HP.
Oh yeah,
So I'm going to
yes,
do
that's
that.
correct.
And that's 4 max HP.
Oh,
plus.
max HP.
All right.
Wait,
Are you
does
still
that-
up?
No, I'm still up. Because I stay at. I guess I wouldn't stay where I'm at because it would have lowered before I got hit.
Yes, it would have been before you got hit.
Okay.
No, I'm still good. I'm
Wait.
chilling.
Yeah, you lose that many more right
Yes,
now.
he's gonna lose that max and that much health because it would have happened before you got hit by other stuff.
Also, somebody was kind enough to point out for the dodge action, when you make a dex saving throw, you do it with advantage too.
Oh,
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's good to know.
I will know for next time.
Okay, that is where we're gonna pick it
Oh
up.
my gosh!
You guys are in.
Ah!
You're close. You can see the machine. You can taste the ignition sequence. What does that taste like?
Wow.
Well done, everyone. Thank you all for joining us here. For the 19th, we'll be back for the 20th installment. No time to do this next week.
Wow.
Oh yes, was there?
Everly's the elf, free subscribed. Wrangler Spider Wrangler gifted a sub. Nice McGross did a bit. Wrangler Spider did a bit. Nice McGross 20. Habib did 5 bits. Lowbrass Guy 3 bits. Nice McGross 20, 40, 60 bits.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
you.
We appreciate it. It's getting hot here as we chase down
in decay.
the middle Crocpot.
Yep.
And that's we'll pick it up next week.
Woo.
Stick around next week. I was doing
Join
my
us
break
in the
shtick.
Discord and talk about
Yeah,
this
join us
episode
in the
and
Discord.
more, too.
Yes.
See you next week, everybody.
Bye.